kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí o ní gbogbo ibi tá bá wà ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Mo kí wa pé ṣé Monday ti lọ dé bó ṣe jẹ́ kó lọ àbí ó sì ń lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tí. It's been a very busy day so far. Èní ní ọjọ́ kẹjọ oṣù kẹrin ọdún 2024. Mo kí wa pé ṣé Nàìjíríà ò treat wa badly? Àwa tí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń fẹ́ Nàìjíríà, ṣé Nàìjíríà ò treat yín badly? Ṣé Nàìjíríà fún yín ní ẹ̀tọ́ yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí aráàlú? Àbí ẹ kàn jẹ́ káwọn olóṣèlú máa parọ́ fún yín as usual? Àbí ẹ kàn fẹ́ kó olóṣèlú máa parọ́ fún yín? Mo kí gbogbo ilé lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o. Mo kí wa pa kú ọ̀sẹ̀ tuntun. Àdẹ̀kù bó ṣe ń lọ lọ́tùn lósì. Gbogbo èèyàn náà ló mọ bó ṣe ń lọ. Bọ̀tẹ́ mọ̀ páwa ọmọ Yorùbá a fẹ́ràn irọ́ tó pọ̀ jù. Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ bó ṣe ń lọ ní Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ pé ìlú yẹn ò lè work o. Olúkálùkù ṣáà ń dọ́gbọ́n sí pé bóyá níjọ́ kan máa work. Ẹni tí ó mọ̀ pé kò lè work gan sọ pé ká má worry. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kó work. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? I've been busy all day as usual, you know. I have my own other things that I deal with. But iṣẹ́ tí Elédùmarè ti fi kọ́ wa lọ́rùn, kí la fẹ́ ṣe sí báyìí? Mo kí bàbá kí tó yẹ lẹ́ǹkan sí. Àwọn bàbá dáadáa. Tíyàwó mi máa fi dé nísìn, a lè má lè ṣe life ẹ̀ lọ títí mọ́ torí màá fi fún ní space tí ẹ ó ti lọ látàárọ̀. Ó yẹ kí èmi gan ti jáde látàárọ̀, but I've been so busy, very, very busy, you know, dealing with my own little things. Mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ. Kí n ti yọjú sí mọ́ sí mi gan, but it's been a very busy, you know, ìgbélé wa báyìí. So it's been very, very busy. Àti busy jù. A busy ó tó jẹ́ mẹ́ta. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí, mo kí gbogbo ilé. A kò catch up díẹ̀ ni. Ká catch up briefly. Lórí tó lè ń ṣe balabala bolo. Àwọn phones yìí kò ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ló gbádùn. Ẹ jẹ́ n clean camera ẹ̀. Ṣàlàáfíà ni gbogbo ilé wa anyway, tó important jù nìyẹn. Ṣàlàáfíà ni gbogbo wa. Nàìjíríà. Àti pariwo títí. Everybody ó ti mọ bó ṣe ń lọ báyìí nísìn. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó ń blame Igboho àti Koikimọ àti bàbá Akíntóyè àtàwa campaigners. Ní 4 years ago, Eclipse máa jáde léni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Bishop Adesina 16 states. Ó sì máa tó few hours. A sọ fáwọn èèyàn, ẹ má ẹ ká lọ dìbò, ẹ fìbò yìí sílẹ̀. Ẹ yá béèrè fẹ́tọ̀ wa. Everybody fẹ́ dìbò. Ẹ dìbò tán nísìn. Ojú gbogbo yín ti lá. Everybody ti mọ bó ṣe ń lọ báyìí. Gbogbo ti sọ fún yín, ẹ dá wa lóhùn. Ẹ ti ní ká ṣọ́tọ̀. Ẹ ní ká gbẹnu sàn. Ìbúlẹ̀ ń bú wa. Ẹ ṣe ń bú gbogbo wa báyìí. Ẹ sọ wá di punching bag. Àwa tá fẹ́ kílé ayé gbogbo wa kó wà òkè, kí gbogbo wa lè ní ayé, ká lè láyé tó dáa. Irọ́ àwa gan lẹ bá fi ń ta yín. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Ó ti wá yí everybody báyìí nísìn pé ọmọ náà pé country yìí get as it be o. Àkọ́ jí láàárọ̀ báyìí, àkọ́ máa wò pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Wá ti jí báyìí. Oríṣiríṣi wèrè ló wà London. Ẹ̀rí lè ó pàyàwó ẹ̀, ó ṣasí wẹ́wẹ́, ó ṣasí 200 pieces, ó sọ dẹrùn, ó kó sínú bag, ó ti fún ní life imprisonment. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa gbé. Mo ń gbọ́ Vantage lọ́wọ́ nísìn, you know, sọ̀rọ̀ nípa economy India, bí climate change ṣe affect wọn ní India. so mo kí gbòòwò ṣá owó bàbá dá mi dízì mà mo kí ẹ ìyá bàbá ó ní sáwọn Boko Haram ló wà lẹ́yìn mi program tí mo ṣe níjọ́ Saturday kan ni over 12,000 people ló ti wò náà tí bá calculate gbogbo àwọn tó ti wò close to over 25,000 people ló ti wò fídíò yẹn tí mo wọ military camouflage kò tí pé 24 hours gẹ́gẹ́ bí oríṣiríṣi tútù ṣẹlẹ̀ Nàìjíríà kò tí pé 24 hours tí mo ṣe fídíò yẹn kò tí pé 24 hours there been so much report of terrorist attack this we're just gonna be telling people the same thing so but àwọn èèyàn ní gbọ́ mo kíyà mi first bank èyí tẹ́ ń bẹ àyẹ̀wò ẹ ṣé gan ni mo kí gbẹ̀yìn girama o ń pariwo wọ́n ní Yorùbá Nation Youth Conference ó ń bọ̀ gbogbo ilẹ̀ tí máa rí flyer yẹn London 10 2 days from now gbogbo media ló máa transmit live láago 6 same time láwa pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà nísìnyí it's just 7:10 àwọn náà máa vote láìpẹ́ ní UK à ń pè May 2nd ló máa vote alọ́tẹ̀ka fẹ́ tó fẹ́ gbogbo àwọn kánsẹ́lọ̀ tó ṣe dáadáa a lé wọn dànù so conservative chances wọn slim gan they have been there for too long ti bà gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ so mo kàn ní kí n kàn wá share lose everybody ni o we are not a full broadcast so we don't ṣe program tẹ bá ti rí tí mo relax báyìí kò ṣe full program kàn wá ṣẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ tèmi àsìkò ẹ̀fẹ́ wà àsìkò iṣẹ́ wà àbí bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn mo kí àwọn ìyàwó mi mo kí àwọn ọmọ mi mo kí bàbá kí tó yẹ dáadáa so the can has to go kò fẹ́ lọ wọ́n ń ṣe láyé ló ń ṣe lọ́rùn òun náà fẹ́ lọ so the can náà fẹ́ lọ ilé ayé ìdùn gan àfi ti Nàìjíríà nìkan ló ní kọ́lọ́fì ilé ayé ó dùn. The world is a very beautiful place. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ò tí mọ̀ pé ilé ayé dùn wọ́n. Onígbà tó bá kúrò nínú kọ́ńtínẹ́ǹtì kan tó bọ́ sínú kọ́ńtínẹ́ǹtì míì. Àwa rí i pé the world is a very sweet place. Very very sweet. Ó dùn fọ́ lórí. Ibi tó bá dẹ̀ mọ́ ló mọ̀ ni. Simple Rahim. Changing the course of history is not a joke. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ó máa drain ẹ̀. Ó rí pé mo ti rù gan. Ó ṣojú lásán. 8 minutes kẹ̀. Ká máa follow ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn lọ gbé sórí BBC. Wọ́n ní Eclipse ẹ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ in 8 minutes. Àwọn tó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà ló máa rí o. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ sí l'Amẹ́ríkà kí la máa ṣe sí báyìí. Àwa wà ní UK. Àdẹ̀rówó tá máa fi wọ train àbí plane ilẹ̀ máa wọ lọ síbẹ̀. Kudos to girl to travel láti London lọ sí Lagos by road. That's determination. About need determination. I succeed. What about the mọ́tò ẹ̀gbọ́n ní accident? So but she went ahead and nítorí Sanwó-Olú gbà mélòó. Ìtàn máa ń fẹ́ nìyẹn àti kí lorúkọ ìyá Ìkòròdú yẹn Àbíkẹ́ Dábírí ọ̀rọ̀ àbọ̀ ti gbé mọ́tò wọ́n ti gbé brand new car fún girl náà wọ́n dẹ̀ ti fún ní customized plate number èèyàn méjì mẹ́ta bẹ́ẹ̀ á máa ṣoríire kò ń ṣe pé gbogbo èèyàn ní ṣoríire Nàìjíríà bọ̀ kò ní kárí ni kò ṣe pé kò ní kárí lóòótọ́ àwọn kan máa wà lucky at the space of a second you become a billionaire or a millionaire in that contraction. Tó bá tó wà lọ́mọ olóṣèlú Ọbaṣẹ́kì ti yọ deputy ẹ̀ ó ti gbọ́mọ 36 years àbí 34 ó ti fi tù wọ́n lójú àní ẹ̀ ń tàn sọ nìyẹn ẹ máa fún wa láwọn ọmọ kéékèèké Edo State olúkàlùkù máa jẹ tiẹ̀ náà ni olúkàlùkù máa lọ Ọbaṣẹ́kì tó mọ tó ń ṣe wọ́n ti yọ deputy wọn wọ́n ti impeach ẹ̀ wọ́n ti impeach deputy wọn Solar Eclipse yẹn lọ follow ẹ̀ lórí BBC ọmọ ti ń wá o, ó ti ń kọjá lọ lóòótọ́ o, ó ti kọjá o. Solar eclipse bẹ́ẹ̀ kì í gbé sórí bíbá ẹni ṣá, bíbá ẹni máa ti rí dáadáa. Sky yẹn lọ sórí sky news. Ó dà kó tẹ̀ ti kọjá mọ́sẹ̀, àti kọjá lọ. Sky news live. Sky àwọn yẹn lówó lọ́wọ́, a lè compete pẹ̀lú wọn. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ káwọn náà dé bẹ́ẹ̀jọ́ kan ní láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà. Sky news ẹni ìlú wa máa ṣe repeated. Solar eclipse òun ló ń lọ yẹn live. Fox news ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ gbọ́ Fox, gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ. Advert jẹ́ ká advert kúrò. 2nd of May wọ́n ní kẹ́ mú ID card yìí wá o, ẹni tó máa lọ vote ní London.
On your screen, you did see that totality existing there for about 4.5 minutes, and now moving on, and we should get a view just like that coming up shortly over in Dallas, Texas. But right there, what you're looking at is the Pacific coast of Mexico.
Mazatán, Mexico. Owó ti dúdú.
I do want to pop up this live image that is coming in from NASA. As you can actually see off to the right side of your screen, that is the image here that does show the sun as it was in totality, but also you can see just how many people are watching it off to the left-hand side. That shows as it did get completely dark. You hear these stories over and over again. It's just dark and still. There's no light. You can kind of see that right there on your screen. Crying.
Náà wà ní solar eclipse. Èmi náà ti wà ní solar eclipse. Yakima Mana solar Mexicana, it is happening. It belongs on you. No English.
And you can see on your screen right now, as we do have the sun coming back out, the moon moving out of the way, and folks clapping, cheering, and as I said, crying, because once again, it is a very emotional thing to witness. I saw one over in 2017 in Cookeville, Tennessee, and it was beautiful. Everyone around me just staring up at the sky as they were just trying to pretty much deal with the emotions that they were overcome by as they were watching that.
Okay.
All right, it is now 2:13 on the East Coast.
2:13 East Coast.
On the West
Coast.
America. We're going to do a quick 2-minute commercial break, but do remember that in a matter of 20 to 30 minutes, we expect totality to start in the U.S., and that will begin over in Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas. Eyara, Texas. I'm not even solar eclipse. Nínú studio mi. Mo ti wà nínú solar eclipse báyìí. Everywhere ti dark. Rí nǹkan kan náà, àbí kí lẹ rí? Ṣáà rí nǹkan kan for now. Èmi náà wà ní solar eclipse. Solar eclipse. Everywhere is dark. Adúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run. Darkness tẹ wà ní Nàìjíríà lélẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì báyìí bó ṣe ń wò mí báyìí nínú àwọn fi fóònù nínú darkness for 63 years. Àwọn team mi send the audio kan wá. Ó rà pé ní abroad ló wà bọ̀. Wọ́n complain gan pé how many megawatt ní Nàìjíríà? Mo start ilé látẹ̀kàn. Mix it loud. How many megawatt ní Nàìjíríà ní nísìn? After 63 years. And then lost in school. An engineer. I need this, I need that. After 63 years, she got in grammar first band. And thanks so much for the advice. 3,900 megawatts after 63 years. What a calamity. So how do you want to survive? How? She got in grammar first band. Emma comment about the comment in some any monkey. She gonna quite dirty. Monkey will buy Omo Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation no going back. Awati takuti Yoruba nation long. So how many megawatt are going to Tinubu in 4 years? because Kotini 8 years. Please don't tell me Tinubu has 8 years. He only has the first 4 years. How many megawatts? South Africa has 50,000. Emma fún aláwọn ìlú tó ní megawatts. Ká lè máa rí lórí comment section. One is South Africa ní 50,000. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ẹ bá pín tó yẹn. Ẹ bá pín. Call people in. This is the life you're living, isn't it? Money Nigeria is a country tó máa ń pààyàn lẹ́kún. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Facebook, ẹ ní lè gbọ́ audio tí mo fi play. Until tí bá tún ní spare. Okay. Bí a kì í gbé láti orí laptop ilé. So that kì í máa kẹ́yìn náà lè gbọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ n play láti orí laptop àwọn ọmọ mi ni o. Àwọn ọmọ Oòduà ló ní laptop eléyìí. Ó máa ń jí lò lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan. Nígbà táwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation ra laptop fún mi. Máa hijack laptop àwọn ọmọ mi. Total solar eclipse ó ti kọjá ní Mexico and dókó dé sí New Dallas àbí no Texas láìpẹ́ in 20 minutes. Tó bá ti dé Texas màá release kìíní yẹn. Èèyàn mélòó ló ní printer ní Nàìjíríà nínú ilé yín? Basic things of life. Tó bá fẹ́ print nísìnyí bó ló máa ń lọ, you go to internet cafe. Wọ́n ti fìyà jẹ àwọn èèyàn wa nílé. Èyí politician ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire Ọlọ́run. Wicked people. Àwọn tó ń pa olè lè ní sí Fox. Wọ́n ti wà ní Dallas. Àwọn dúró kí solar eclipse yẹn wá. Fox News.
You know, and again, we also want to remind you.
Mo fẹ́ get nǹkan lórí Instagram fún
Social media again. I was distracted by my son's at school, obviously watching, and he had the glasses on. The people that are showing us pictures of your families and you gathering it, please continue to do so. We enjoy seeing you. The sun, the moon, we'll take care of that part.
And how you're experiencing it.
Yeah, for sure.
And so it's so great that Lori Brown is getting to experience. I mean, we're getting pictures of our children.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ti dé ibi tí a fi rí nǹkan tó fi show release audio yẹn. Mo fẹ́ fún wa ní ilé ọmọ yìí má ti bínú tán, ó máa ń lock èèyàn mọ́lẹ̀ nìkẹ́. Stop begging for love, my people. Lock them up. And they don't, hey, kí ló dà sórí slippers yìí? Ó máa ti dà kan sórí slippers yìí. Ògùn fẹ́ máa lélẹ̀ kẹ́. Ó ti só pẹ̀lú okùn o. Hey, Ọlọ́run ọba, ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin jẹ́ máa ṣọ́ra. Àwọn ọmọ tó wà níta nísìnyí, ó ti bínú tán o. Wọ́n ní hit and run lè máa ń ṣe. Kò sẹ́ni kankan tó fi marry anybody mọ́. Obaseki ti lọ gbé ọmọ. How many total àríyàn kan fún wa ní Nigeria? I am currently in Nigeria. You are wondering what is going on, Koiki. I am currently in Nigeria. There's no light in my house. I'm saving electricity. I don't understand how to use Instagram on the. I don't know. I'll be called Kokomalo live show. There's something I want to show us, but báwo mo ṣe máa rí laptop tó máa fún mi ní page mi gangan. Okay, let's do something. Let's go to OLAYOMI KOIKI. Explore. How do I explore my own page? I'm not being. You know when you're used to the mobile phone, because I hardly use Instagram on the laptop. There's something I want to show us. I'm coming. Okay, here we go. Let's catch up. Let's watch this together. Let's watch this. Listen to this. Nigeria. Hold on.
He was a civilian staff of the Nigerian Ministry of Defense.
Listen to
He
this.
worked there for 15 years and he dedicated his life to that ministry. He worked in the laboratory, but But on the 26th of March 2024, Richard did not come back home. His family was worried. His sister, who he was living with, was worried. Unknown to them that Richard was being beaten, brutalized, battered for 7 good hours. Richard was beaten from 8 p.m. on the 26th of March to 1 a.m. on the 27th of March. What was his crime? Richard loves taking care of dogs. One of his bosses was not around and he was like, I'm leaving my dog in your care. So after work, as usual, Richard went to take care of those dogs. And there was a particular lady living in that compound that is always bullying Richard. Imagine saying Richard and you call him dog boy. But that day, he decided to stand for himself. And he said, I've had enough of your bullying. And they had a little bit of altercations. The lady tried to slap him and he tried to defend himself. Being a man, he had the upper hand. He did not touch this lady. Because of the whole back and forth, this lady got pinned on the floor by Richard. And he asked her, you would have to apologize to me before I would let you go. Realizing that she had wronged him, she apologized to Richard, and Richard let her go. He never laid his hands on this lady. Unknowing to Richard that this lady went to get mobilization, so she came back with 5 Navy staff. They came there, and 4 of them, without even listening to his side of the story, they started to brutalize Richard. They kicked him, they punched him, they hit him. I mean, the pictures are there for you to see what 4 people, there were 5, but 4 carried out this inhumane act on Richard. They beat him to the extent that Richard, his bones, everything, he was so sore and swollen. Unfortunately, on Easter Sunday, his family got a call that Richard had died. He died. He even, to show you how much Richard loved the Navy, how much he loved his job, with the whole bruises on his body, he still went to work. And he died at work. You can see the pictures. That was when they discovered the body of Richard. Swollen from the bruises and injuries he sustained from being beaten for 7 hours. Even if Richard was a thief, even if he stole jungle justice, that's what they did to him. By the same, his colleagues, the only difference is that he was a civilian staff. They did this to Richard. Took away, the person you're seeing on your screen right now is Richard Onimebo. He was a civilian staff of the Nigerian Ministry of Defense.
Continue to defend Nigeria. But I just pray that Nigeria will not happen to you or your family. Just continue. I know a lot of you, you are good at defending Nigeria. Koiki, shut up, shut up, shut up. Is it because you are in London? That's why you're talking like this. Come back home, come back home. Let's do Yoruba nation together. Come back home. Did you hear that? Should we play it one more time? Maybe I got that. Should we play it one more time? I can play it one more time. South Africa has 63,000 megawatts. Egypt, 60,000 megawatts. Algeria, 21,000 megawatts. Morocco, 14,000 megawatts, respectively. Thank you so much. Busyman 123. Ibukun. Nigeria has 3,000. How many do you think that Tinubu will produce before he goes? How many megawatts? Iná mélòó ni Tinubu máa fún wa kó tó lọ? Jagaban. Do you think that President Tinubu can give us another 3,000 megawatts so that we make it 6,000? At least 1,000 every year. Let's assume that the first year Tinubu is settling down. He doesn't understand what is going on in Aso Rock. So from next year, we expect Tinubu to give us 1,000 megawatts every year to add to the one that is there. Bishop Adesina, nothing megawatt. The young man was beaten one nolati 8 p.m. For 7 hours, they were beating him. Even if, let me use the word, even if he actually molested, oppressed the woman that he was accused, even if he has beaten the woman, in this country, they will not beat him. The UK Navy will not beat him because of what he has done. Rather, they will charge him to court. Only out of the 3,000 megawatts, 2,000 is for the politicians alone. So Nigerians are the ones sharing the rest of the 1,000 megawatts. Don't ask me why the light is not on. Is there light in Nigeria? You can see why some of us are saying, let's get the hell out of Nigeria. But many of you are saying, no, we're not going to get the hell out of Nigeria. Let's listen to this one. The Oyinbo from Mexico, Mexico, Tonka Yoruba anthem, and then translate it back to English. Quite an amazing one, right? Let's listen to that. I'm still monitoring Texas, where they're waiting for the total eclipse. As soon as that comes up, I will unmute the mic. Yoruba nation has nothing to do with infighting of Muslim or Christians or our tradition. Our concern, Moke Alaja Inke Muradaya, Akopale Modun, Iyami Basit Ashabi Moturayo, Amuruko Nlanla to beautiful to Rewa. Yoruba women are very beautiful women. But the country has turned people to, I'm sure you all know what I mean. Let's listen to this. Where is the audio? Why is the audio not out? I took off money sound. Okay. Not sure why. All right. Let's try it again. All right. Let me go and play it from my ex. And the good thing about Nigerians is that they've been able to adapt since there's no light. They've adapted. Okay. Ọlọ́kadà má gbàbẹ̀ yẹn kọjá kòtò wà níbẹ̀ yẹn. Dáàdì báwo lẹ́yìn ṣe mọ̀ pé kòtò wà níbẹ̀ yẹn. Lọ́sàn-án máa ń rí kòtò yẹn. Let's listen to this until I prepare my own video.
It's going to move on up into areas like New York and Maine before it heads over to Canada. Now, we do have these cameras, as I mentioned, that are all over the country, so we're going to be checking in on those. But I do want to pop up this one right here, courtesy NASA, and it is coming in out of Dallas, Texas, where they have been dealing with that partial eclipse, and it is about to be totality in just 11 minutes here. I do want to check in with some of our folks over on Megaphone. That is what we are using to get your images and videos. And we have been pulling them up here, but if you do still want to send them to us, make sure that you scan that QR code up to the top.
The world is moving forward. We are still here backwards. Mokimo Mimibola Ayoade Odia. Mr. Abe Mukinsa. Shout out to everyone without missing. Terrorist. Nijo last program to Moshe Timo military outfit. I think it was a Friday, right? Or whenever it was. Do you know that program that I was complaining that Tinubu is releasing people that have been terrorists that are now say they are not longer terrorists, and Jagaban is releasing them back. I'm sure some of you remember that video with my full military outfit. Even people were asking me, why are you wearing military outfit? Why are you wearing military outfit? Come back to Nigeria and come and wear military outfit. Let me update you. According to the Nation News or the Nation Nigeria, military officer killed. Officer killed 4 Nigerian soldiers. Are we sure that Tinubu is in charge of Nigeria? Jagaban. Tinubu no one in charge. Are we really sure that Tinubu is really the one in charge of the presidency? Or is just another weak element, like that man that had interview with Mayogun some few months back? Tinubu is a weak element. I'm sure some of you remember that video. Are we sure that Yoruba people were excited? Hey, Tinubu is there. Now we have the chief of army staff. He's a Yoruba man. Lagbaja. Hey, we have Igbo there. Nava. We have Hausa there. Tinubu is there. Hey, Jagaban. Are we sure that Tinubu is in charge? Because if Tinubu is in charge, I don't know how 4 Nigerian soldiers injured, and when they say 4, when they say 4, and I know my intel will tell me, sometimes they're very busy. They're all look. Sometimes some of them are in Lagos. I have military intel across the 36 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They will give me the real figure tomorrow or latest in the next couple of days. Mr. Koiki, don't believe that. Don't believe it all. They are more than 4. But let's go with the one that they're telling us here. 4 soldiers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 able men, soldiers, were ambushed in Borno State. Remember, I told you that UK FCDO, Foreign Commonwealth Development Office, said, don't go to Borno State to Moki Babame John Ogundele. Don't go to Borno State. It's not worth it. Don't take the chances. Don't go to Borno State. Thank
you so much. We're going to have much more.
We're going to have
today.
Boy, it's getting darker out here. Hey, Larry, come on, Larry. Hey, Americana. Hey, bye. Come on, Earth. I am talking about Nigeria here. We don't have lights. I'll get back to you.
Oh, very cool. A lot of people showing up.
A lot of people showing around. What to say?
Is hovering
Hovering.
country.
It's just about there. We got screen where we've been showing you the eclipse. Eclipse. Wow, Lake Buchanan is now completely dark.
Just moments away, we've just got just a little bit of the sun.
Just a little bit of the sun is going dark.
Some clouds that are starting to move right now.
Wow.
Into the area we
have. You cannot see.
Just a moment
wow.
Ago.
On my 65-inch screen TV with electricity in the house.
We are really
close now. Wow. It's getting there.
You can just see
everywhere is dark now.
The sky
is
dark.
There we are. Here we are. The moment that we have been waiting for. Yoruba nation one day.
I can see stars.
Camera going up.
There's stars that are
the stars are shining.
Through.
Look at the solar eclipse. It's getting dark. Do you like it?
Right now, here in Lake
it's nice, is it? Wow. It's getting dark.
The clouds are actually helping to enhance this moment, guys.
Come on, man. It's getting dark. What's in dark? Total eclipse. Oh. Really getting dark. Houston, Texas, in America.
And here it is for the next 4 minutes.
For 4 minutes.
We are at total eclipse.
Total eclipse.
Over Lake Buchanan.
Loracana.
Some fireworks are starting to go off.
Safari going off. It's getting dark.
Kids are excited about the fireworks.
Kids are excited.
It looks like maybe 15 minutes after sunset here.
15 minutes.
That's the feeling that we're getting. And now we're starting to see some of the beating. We're able to look up without our protection.
It's getting dark.
That may be a slight solar flare on the lower portion.
Oh, my dark on this over there.
Only one star I see.
Hey, Rudy.
Right now. Yeah.
You know, the shot we have on the air right now is spectacular. It's amazing. And you said there are stars out there. We're kind of tight on the eclipse right now, but you can see the stars too, right?
Yeah. Can you pull out, Chris, just a little bit? They want to see if they can catch that star that's just to the lower right.
I can see the star
of the moon. Can you catch that, guys? Now?
No, we can't see nothing.
When we first showed it, when it was a
Can you see the red flare? Can you see the red flare on the lower?
Yeah.
Right at the bottom there.
Maybe that's a coronal burst or something. That's great.
Wow, what a shot we are looking at.
And you're right, the clouds
Interesting.
are actually helping. This
Beautiful
shot,
view.
at least. I don't know from you guys out there.
Very beautiful
It
view.
looks great.
Am I being quite lyric?
It's really amazing.
Nicholas Cowie was telling me yesterday how he, back in
It's a
October,
beautiful view.
he was catching the annular that took place, the Ring of Fire, and he was disappointed that cloud cover was happening. And then he looked at his photographs in his video, and the clouds actually enhanced the moment. And he's right. It's pretty amazing.
You know what? Of course, stay with this shot because you can really see. I don't know what that is, a coronal mass ejection or something at the bottom. But what about the horizon? Is it dark all the way to the horizon, or I don't know if you got an horizon where you are there. But I heard that
it's the cloud cover. I'm looking back toward the dam now. The lights are on at the dam, and looking back east. And it really does look.
It's a beautiful view.
Maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night.
Until you understand what the world is all about. Many Yoruba people does not know what the world is all about. So it's making it difficult for us to break it down. Until you feel the energy of what the world is all about, you will not support that crazy entity forced together by Britain during the empire, which they are calling Nigeria. Bishop Adesina sọ pé Yorùbá kò yé wọn. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Yoruba is too much for me. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, Mrs. Olúrẹ̀mí Ọ̀gádékílà say, very interesting. I am watching it live as well. Total eclipse, where everything goes dark. We have been in eclipse for 63 years in darkness. Because you cannot see the difference. Because you have lived all your lives. All your lives, you've lived it in darkness. So now that Babakito is saying, let's take it to the global, fighting towards the global. Let me check it properly. 1 minute. Let me get it right. Yoruba nation that we're fighting for is a noble goal for the noble. I'll give it to you in a minute. What on the website? The Yoruba nation that we're fighting for. The Yoruba nation, our Iromo Yoruba, chooses the noble path to its noble goal. Do you think Nigeria will ever? Yes, it is completely dark now. Completely. Completely dark now. Pitch dark. Pitch dark. The world is pitch dark in Texas. Dark. Pitch dark like this. Pitch dark. It's coming out a little bit. It's still pitch dark. Wow. Wow. You have been in darkness for 63 years. It's a beautiful view. Yoruba, wake up from your slumber. Wake up from your sleep so that we can start opening the lives of the Yorubas like that, slowly into the global world with the economy, with the technology, with our spiritual. Christians, we can do more. Muslim, our tradition, Yoruba football, Yoruba Premier League, Yoruba basketball, Yoruba swimmers, Yoruba hockey, many easy ní gbogbo ìlú America, ní Miami, ọ̀dọ̀ yín náà làwọn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí, gbogbo Texas, everywhere done dark. Do you want, some say, oh, Koiki, just let us be more patient. I understand your feelings. I know you are passionate about Yoruba, but let's be more patient. They'll be more patient. How old are you? How old are you? You, who you watch me, who you say one Nigeria. How old are you? Ezekiel Toba. I hope, Ezekiel Toba, I hope you are not Dukbonitiri, because this your logo looks like Dukbonitiri logo. Make us go check you properly before you go change your name now. Ezekiel Toba. I'm going to go and search you now, because this looks like the people who say they don't declare Yoruba nation. Oh, don't run away, Ezekiel Toba. I don't know who you are. Don't run away. Just stay there. Maybe you can say hello to me. Facebook. Let me look for you here. Koikimedia or the doer. Because you are watching me from Koikimedia or the doer. Okay, I don't even know. I can search you. I hope you are not Dukbo Nitiri, because some of you that are Dukbo Nitiri, you are enjoying my program. But you are not supporting Babakitoye. And you are not supporting Dukbo Nitiri. That with a woman. Ezekiel. If you are not Dukbo Nitiri, you could collect good stuff from me today. I will pray for you. We'll make a check you first. Ezekiel Toba. There's a lot of you here. Can't find you here properly. I'm going to change the logo. Not change it now. Are you Dukbo Nitiri? You're asking me why. I'm asking you a question, you're asking me why. You never answer my question, you're asking me why. Are you part of the Ominira 2022? That's the question I'm asking you. Because if you're one of those, you know, you're on the wrong path. That's what I just want to say. I'm not fighting you. I am just saying. Because Dukbo Nitiri is a 419 woman. So don't believe any nonsense coming from her. But I trust you cannot be. And if you are one of those prophet ni Mujeri. You need prophet ò ní lọ síbi tó dáa. Logo tí mò ń rí yẹn ni ó fẹ́ jọ tàwọn Dúpọ̀ Nítìrẹ ni. Èèyàn Ọlọ́run lẹ́yìn, èèyàn Ọlọ́run kì í parọ́. So I'll just leave it like that. Èèyàn Ọlọ́run ni. Mo kí gbogbo ọlẹ́ nǹkan sí. All right, let's come back and leave that total eclipse, because my wife is back and I don't want to be using the TV to disturb her. And my people disturb me now. So let's come back into our program slowly and slowly. Mo fẹ́ play video kan fún wa. The Mexican guy that read 4 soldiers ambushed by terrorists. It is important that we work together for a smart Yoruba nation. Àwọn Wales, let me give you some of the update from Wales. Let me show you. I'm not using the software, so sometimes I just don't want to use the software. Sharing Kotoko Sibiba. I know you might not see it properly, but I'll read it out. Sharing Kotoko Sibiba. These are Wales. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah, yes. Multi understand me saying, but change your look on back to you. All right. I might to solve football. Yeah. Now I know. I'm actually cross check. Maybe you about me. Multi sorrow. Emma to sorrow. Multi sorrow. Emma, she wants to sorrow. No. They were attacking a lot of people that were doing Yoruba Nation at home. But we will not go into that. All I just know is that one day be one day. One day be one day. And it's all of you. Wales is 4 million in population. Àwọn Wales. Wọ́n wá ní end London rule. Why do you think that àwọn Wales, that they have everything? The eclipse is
red, and they are in a partial eclipse, almost there at totality. We've been checking in with our different Fox affiliates all over the country here, and I do want to bring in Bob Barnard. He is over in Washington, D.C. right now, where folks have gathered here. And Bob, looks like a lot of people are out there right now.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah, Josh, we're here on the National Mall in the heart of Washington. You see the U.S. Capitol behind us. And just over the last few hours, the crowds have been growing here. And you see a lot of people already looking up because, as you just showed that live image from NASA, the partial eclipse, which we'll see here, about an 87% coverage of the sun by the moon, has already begun. And
let's leave that and come back to our program. We'll keep about me, I'm not about. Àwọn èèyàn ní ṣètò ní tìrì láyé àwọn èèyàn tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation kan kí mi tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. Hey, shout out to you, Mr. Gbenga, all the way in Ghana. Báwo ni Ghana lálẹ́? What is the weather like in Ghana? Let's come back to Wales. Kí lẹ rò pé Wales, a country or a population of 5 million, why do you think that they want to have their own independent country? They have electricity, they have water, they have good lives, their passport travels around the world. They don't have to compete that they want to go and become England player when they can join Scottish player. Aboromo yẹ nísìn. Why do you think that Wales, Moki Mr. Larry Money, Moki Momimi, Yadada Olorishola, Moki Shalaku Bodoku, Great Yoruba Nation, Ujotinro, Moki Mr. Banla Olaleye Paul, Moki is silent listeners. Biafra, shout out to you. Dizzy Man 123 say they have good universities. But why do you think that they want to exit? Pastor Momokins. Good night, Ike. Lagomelo. Ilu ole yiwa baba yo. That is a good that in that good night. She China lewa ni abi Australia. Abi we man tete sun. Ojo alubarika lo nro yen. Ojo dunu. Kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ kó sọ̀kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀ Yorùbá ká lè rí nǹkan gbìn. The only problem is terrorists are disturbing us. Nobody's answering my question. Why do you think that the Welsh people wants to have their own country? Okay, there's eclipse now in Arkansas. Mo fẹ́ máa disturb àwọn ará ilé because, you know, but I'm still monitoring the screen here to my right hand side. Why do you think that Wales, Ohio, okay, Ohio is also going dark? Akim Oluwadamilare say because of their identity. Mokie Alau Baba, only Nigeria is a joke. A lot of people don't know. Good evening, my brother. Anoluapo Moki Ogumola Biodun, Comrade Plan B. Benny Ojodunuloro. Wari Jinadu Sapwe, the Welsh people also wants to get their identity. Wow. Everybody man, why identity, Nike? Why is identity so important? Simple rhymes are because they value their identity. So, are you saying that they don't have good relationship as it is right now and throw away their identity and remain in United Kingdom? Is that what we are saying, that is not good enough? Wales wants to go out of the UK, and people that have not seen themselves, Simple Rahim is watching me from Instagram. The person that told us is watching on Facebook as Mr. Akim. Waris Jinadu is watching on YouTube. We have 2 YouTube channels. And 3 of them agree that Welsh people wants to have London rule. They want it to end. This is what I wrote here. End London rule. Okwesi London rule. Simple Rhyme also went further to say they also take pride in that identity. Why are we not taking pride in our own identity? Mokia Aziz Olamilekum. Welcome, my brother. Kilodeta will take pride in our own identity. Moki Professor Adebanji Akitoye, Moki Gbowosha, Owo Babadami, Moki gbogbo àwọn ìyàwó wọn àtàwọn ọmọ wọn. Kilodeti our need pride in our own identity. Why do we want to save Nigeria? Mr. Timitayo Bakari, only God bless Yoruba nation. As this rhyme, Yoruba nation must stand, no going back. Momaki Ekabos, Daddy me, Prince Benga Ajayi. Moki brother me, exclusive 300. Why do we not want to take pride in our own identity? Ṣé Wales ló yẹ kó máa pariwo kó wọn fi gba freedom? Àbáwa àwa wá ní àfẹ́ freedom. We will keep Nigeria and make sure it works. But the 4 million people, ìyàwó mi wò mí pé ara ọmọ tó ń mo fẹ́ tán ni Nàìjíríà mo wà lálẹ́ kí ló pọ̀ ọmọdé ẹlẹ́rìn. All right, let me give you another what they wrote here 5 hours ago. This is 5 hours ago. I'm going to read it out. I follow all these platforms so that I can learn and see reason why they are campaigning. In 2023, in last year, you see when we say that Taban shekwe fún wọn, àwọn ilé náà shekwe fún wọn, but èdè wọn ló máa fi kọ́ àbí English, but Yoruba lèmi máa fi sọ. Simple rhyme, they don't want to lose their history, but Yoruba people don't care about their history anymore. Let the history go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference. This man said we have to redesign and map our futuristic Yoruba nation cities, towns, villages for vibrant dwelling in peaceful law-abiding society with modern amenities. Yoruba identity is the key. Pastor Money, so funny, lent 300 couples plan to get married during solar eclipse in America, rich Kolomandalara. 300 people wants to get married today. Prince, wọ́n máa ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ níbí báyìí wọ́n ní Koiki òwò ẹgbẹ́ mi mò ń kọ́mẹ́ǹtì kàtẹ́mí náà síta. Prince Gbenga ní good evening my brother, I had a dream. I saw Yoruba nation flag stand among other nations. Ẹ bá ń ṣọ́ àmì lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ fà mí lé lórí. Lágbára ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù Kristi, ó máa di ìmúṣẹ bí bàbá ìṣe náà wọ́n rí lójú àlá. Prophet Nasirullah sọ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti wà lára flag Nàìjíríà tó ń ṣàn. Bàbá ìwá náà ń lálàá pé Yoruba nation flag àwọn orin láàrin àwùjọ ẹgbẹ́, we have 195 countries around the world. Yorùbá fẹ́ jáde. Kò ń ṣiṣẹ́ tèmi, iṣẹ́ ọba Elédùmarè. Tí bá dẹ̀ ń sọ pé Elédùmarè, mo ò really classify ẹ̀ pé Jésù ò sí níbẹ̀, Ànábì Muhammad, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ń ṣiṣẹ́. Ìta ń ṣe yìí, ìta kọ̀ọ̀rọ̀ ń ṣe yìí. Ọ̀run ti gbọ́, ó ti gbà. Àwa la kọ̀ ń là ń tẹ̀ slow. Simon Ekpa, 58 minutes ago, Biafra explosion has neutralized 5 members of the Joint Border Patrol terrorists at the maritime after Biafra Navy fired a rocket at a Universal Energy vessel and the oil company belonging to the Nigerian government. Sources confirmed that the Biafra Navy drove close to the company's side with a speedboat when the explosion was heard. It comes small. It comes small. It come small. It come small. Again, breaking Biafra explosion has neutralized 5 members of the Joint Border Patrol of Nigeria terrorists at the maritime border of Bakassi Peninsula after the Biafra Navy fired rock at the Universal Energy vessel. Simon Ekpa, that is the picture. They say that they play fire for fire, fire for fire, weapon for weapon. Okudie, Omalano, bass, boss, bossy. Nigeria must come to an end. Take care of course. Also say amen. We will get there. Bamidele Muhammad ni orúgbógbò bẹ́ẹ̀ díẹ̀. Àwọn Biafra ti wà lórí M1. Tó bá mọ̀ tán pè M1 béèrè nínú comment section. Àwọn ti wà lórí M1. Let's come back here again. Wales, 5 million population. They are putting pressure every day, asking for them to go. One of the reasons, Mokiyami Bola Robert, Ekabosoriyeto, Prince Gbenga Ajayi, Alateledumarè fi wọ̀nyí, tí Jésù fi wọ̀nyí, torí ẹ lọ nínú tó ń pè ní transit ni. Ìyẹn bá sùn báyìí, Ọlọ́run á fi gègé nǹkan máa fi wọ̀n ẹ́, a máa béèrè pé kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé ìlú fi ń wọ̀n. But irú ìyá tó wá dé tó ní òun nìkan lọ́lọ́run fi wọ̀n pé òun nìkan ló ń bá ọ̀rọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀. Èèyàn kan ló ní òun rí tọ́lọ́run fi wọ̀n òun níbi tóun sùn pé fúláàgì ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó wà láwùjọ àwọn àgbáyé. Mo kíyà mi dáadáa. Àwọn ìfẹ́ lódùn àpapọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ bàbá wa olóyè Ìgbòho Òòṣà. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Wọ́n ní 2023 èmi kọ́ ni mo sọ ọ́, ẹ má quote mi o. O lè lọ check ẹ̀ lórí Twitter àbí X. Yes, Simru CYMRU máa follow wọn. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó bá ń ṣe Yorùbá Nation tẹ́ bá wà lórí Twitter ẹ lọ follow wọn. Kẹ́yìn náà lè máa rí bó ṣe ń lọ. Wales tó bá fẹ́ lọ kàwé níbẹ̀ lẹ́nìí àti ṣe statistics yẹn rí 3 years o máa need up to 53 million naira at least owó tẹ̀ ti lọ sókè ní sí tó máa jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ because international fee will cost you about £17,000 per annum. But the Welsh citizen are not going to pay. Most of them pay. University in UK is a business center. But now they don't need any more of your dependents. Keep your dependents in Nigeria, but you alone come and study. Mr. Luafemi Adeyemi Sholesi, good evening to you, sir. Enter our Instagram, I'm a lawyer now to me. I'm to share mark, don't cut the hours or full hours. But notwithstanding, as in bachelor, no retreat, no surrender. Welcome to the show. Ètò tó ń kọ́ni lọ́gbọ́n. Sister wa tó dé láti London. Káàbọ̀ pẹ̀lú mi káàbọ̀. Ó ti gbé mọ́tò tuntun fún. Káàbọ̀ kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó drive láti London lọ sí Nàìjíríà. Ibi torí pé ó ní British passport ni. Tó bá ní British passport kò ìrìn ò ṣe rìn. Àwọn journey ò ṣe rìn. If you are going to be doing those kind of things, you must have a good passport. Don't go with a Nigerian passport. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà níbí báyìí náà mú padà bọ̀. Ẹ ká lọ ká tó wọlé padà. Má lọ pẹ̀lú Nigerian passport mo fẹ́ travel láti London lọ sí Nàìjíríà ọmọ wàá bá oríṣiríṣi pàdé lọ́nà. Ẹni tó bá ní British passport, American passport, yeah, why not? O lè tẹ́rí sí. Kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣe fún ẹ. But if you go with a Nigerian passport and do that, you will blame yourself for that. Ashiwalori Wales is a 5 million in population, but they are demanding that they exit out of the contraction with the union called United Kingdom. In 2023, last year, Illinois, l'America,
that was a much warmer August day, but I'm glad that the temperatures today are well into the 70s because we can still feel that temperature drop. And the temperature's not the only thing. And as Mike talked about the character of the
In 2023, last year, Westminster stole £900,000 Crown Estate money, which they derived from Wales. Come and show your support, our land, our dreams. How do we explain this to Yoruba people? That our land is no longer our land. The resources is no longer our resources. And we are now saying, let us take it back. And people are saying, no, we don't have to take it back. Let's just give it away. But some people in Wales that will not pay international fee, that doesn't need COS certificate to come and work here. Muki Amilen Konsi, Muki Kentos, Muki President Ifelodo, Muki Gbogbo, Prince Adebayo ní orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá la fẹ́ ní kíákíá. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tí woman yìí sọ níbí báyìí, ẹni tó tweet yìí ní 5 hours ago. Ó ní ọdún tó kọjá lọ náà. Westminster, ẹ ṣáà mọ building yẹn, Westminster. Muslim ti ṣiṣẹ́ níbẹ̀ rí, ibẹ̀ lọ ti retire. Ó ní wọ́n jí £900,000 Crown Estate money tó gbà láti Wales. Ó dàbí báwa náà ṣe ń sọ pé àwa la ní gold, àwọn kan ló ń gbé jáde. Àwa la lépo, àwọn kan ló ń gbé jáde. Àwa la lómi, àárín lọ. Ṣé rí pé we are in trouble. Àti wọ wàhálà. Yẹn jókòó dáadáa. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó dà ẹ̀ gẹ́tì kan tí mò ń sọ. Ará Wales kò nídìí COS. Kò nídìí COS láti fi ṣiṣẹ́ nílùú yìí. Ó ń gba benefit fún ọmọ ẹ̀. Akalamago TV. Bàbá mi farabalẹ̀ kẹgbọ́n tí mò ń sọ ní bíbá. Ìlú kan wà lábẹ́ UK ló wà. Èmi wà ní England. Máyégún ó wà ní Scotland ẹ̀yin náà ṣàmú Máyégún Káyọ̀dé mọ̀lá òun wà ní ọ̀nà Wales àwọn ará Wales wọ́n ní àwọn ò fi ṣe pẹ̀lú UK mọ́ àwọn fi dá dúró àwọn 5 million ṣọ̀kọ́ àmá ní 40 million ní wá má kó Brazil mọ́ àwọn Brazil yẹn ọ̀nà wọn jì ní Nàìjíríà 40 million Àkàlàmàgò ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ Àkàlàmàgò TV máa gbọ́n tó bá ń sọ Àkàlàmàgò TV àwọn ará Wales 5 million 1 million 2 million 3 million 4 million 5 million wọ́n wá ń sọ fún UK pé olè níyín mo ní kí ló ṣe wọ́n ní Koiki wá gbọ́ nǹkan tí èmi kọ́ ni mo sọ wọ́n bíbá yìí ìwọ náà lè lọ fọ́lọ́ wọn lórí Twitter kò má ní èmi kọ́ mo sọ òun lọ́kọ sí bíbá yìí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì ò kí ń parọ́ ó sọ time to post ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe last year ìní lọ post ẹ̀ ó wá ń sọ pé ó ní Koiki Westminster tó join yìí together yẹn ó lè níwọ̀n èmi kọ́ mo sọ má sọ pé mi ò ìtọ́kọ síbẹ̀ ni mo kà síta o. In 2023, Westminster, W-E-S-T-M-I-N-S-T-E, kí ló ń pè ní stone, S-T-O-L-E, bí àkàn mi lọ sọ bí kẹ́kẹ́ òkú, kí ló ń pè ní stone, ẹ bá mi kọ́ lédè Yorùbá, wọ́n ní stone, ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ò gbọ́ Yorùbá, ẹ mọ̀ pàwọ́ àti jẹ́bọ́gà àti pẹ́ ní London, ìyẹn gbọ́dọ̀ wà nílùú 24 years, Yorùbá ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu mọ́, Àkàlàmàgò nísìnyí, ó máa ń fèdè sọ̀rọ̀, èmi ò lè fi Jẹ̀bú sọ̀rọ̀. Kí lẹ pé stone òkúta ṣé òkúta ló ń pè ní stone nílẹ̀ Yorùbá Àkàlàmàgò má ṣe mistake o Bishop Adesina ló jalè ní o olè ló ń pè ní stone o ẹ ṣọ́ pé nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ kọ́ nìyẹn wọ́n ní wọ́n stone S-T-O-L-E kí ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ lédè Yorùbá òkúta náà ni èmi ò gbọ́ Yorùbá ní easy ti bá kẹ ó ṣòpò easy náà gbọ́ Jẹ̀bú dáadáa àwọn tó gbọ́ Yorùbá pọ̀ ní orí platform òkúta òkúta ló ń pè ní stone a máa padà lọ sí class wọ́n ní wọ́n òkúta Westminster ṣé kí n tún spẹ́lẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí bọ̀ máa wá spẹ́lẹ̀ ní ti bí a ṣe ń spẹ́lẹ̀ ní ibà máa ní whiskey echo sarah tango mike India November Sarah Tango Echo Romeo tí bá wọ train láti lé mi máa dé Westminster under 30 minutes train ní abẹ́ underground tí máa ń ṣọ yẹn ó máa gbé mi débẹ̀ ará Wales wọ́n sọ pé ó lè ní wọ́n òkúta wọ́n òkúta èmi wà lè sọ yẹn ní Yorùbá àṣà àti ṣe nísìn calculator nìyá yẹn ó mọ figure Yorùbá dáadáa ẹ lè bá mi kọ síbẹ̀ wọ́n òkúta 900,000 pounds níbo ló ti rí 900,000 pounds Crown Estate ọmọ tó ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo tó jẹ́ tilẹ̀ wọn ní Wales àwọn Westminster wá gba owó yẹn wọ́n gbé padà wá sí England torí pé òmùgọ̀ là wá sórí pé òmùgọ̀ là wá àwọn kan wọ́n ń gbé resources wa àdé ń rí ní korókoró ojú wa báyìí àtúnṣe fídíò wọn bàbá Koiki àwọn ló ń gbé lọ́yẹn o mo rí fídíò kan ní Benue wọ́n bo gbogbo truck yẹn padélẹ̀ mo mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan kan náà rí kò ń ṣe stone ni mo sọ o stone ni mo ń sọ o ẹ má mix ọ̀rọ̀ yìí papọ̀ o ẹja get it right o stone ni mo sọ kò ń ṣe stone o kò ń ṣe òkúta o ẹ ti gbé gbáyé mo máa sì stone kò ń ṣe ṣe rí pé English àwa táwa lẹ́yìn England yìí Queen English yóò dáa kò ń ṣòkúta ni mo sọ èmi náà mọ̀ òkúta lẹ́ ń kọ́ látẹ̀ǹkan yẹn ni èmi náà tún pè ní stone S-T-O-L-E stole bí a bí ṣe ń pronounce ẹ̀ ló ń disturb gbogbo wa ń bíbá kò ń ṣòkúta ni mo ń sọ stolen tí a bá ní stolen o lè lo stolen wọ́n ní wọ́n stolen ẹ̀ ó yẹ jẹ́ n spell fún yín S for sugar, T for table, O for awesome, orange, L London, E ẹyin egg. Wọ́n jalè ní ẹ wá ń pò òkúta lẹ́ ń irọ́ kò ṣòkúta o wọ́n jalè wọ́n ní wọ́n jalè 900,000 pounds ibo làwọn ti rówó yẹn Crown Estate tó wà ní Wales àwọn ará Wales ló ní ilẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ lẹni tó ń jalè ìwọ wá rò pé Westminster máa wá ní kí Yorùbá máa lọ Àkàlàmàgò ti sọ pé ó lè ní ó jí gbé wọn ló jí gbé ó jalè so wọ́n ní Westminster èmi kọ́ mo sọ ẹ má lọ kọ́pì ilé kẹ́ máa ní Koiki wọ́n ló lọ sọ pé Westminster jà èmi kọ́ mo sọ àwọn ará Wales ni wọ́n ní ọdún tó lọ lọ́hùn-ún Westminster wọ́n jalè £900,000 Crown Estate owó which ti wọ́n derive from Wales ìlú 4 million àwa wá sùn kalẹ̀ mo rí fídíò kan ní Benue àwọn Chinese wọ́n bo gbogbo truck yẹn pa 32 ni bàbá yẹn kà àmọ́ tó wà nù ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ sọ ní Chinese wọ́n gégi wa ní gbogbo Ìjẹ̀bú Òde wọ́n detect oríṣiríṣi nǹkan wọ́n wabẹ̀ wá kó sójà síbẹ̀ àwa ń sọ fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá pé ṣe jẹ́ ká gba kínní padà ká wá lè lo kínní ká fi develop ara wa ká wá ṣe politics níbẹ̀ tó bá tẹ̀ wá jẹ́ politics ẹ̀ bàtàmàlà náà la máa ṣe àmọ́ pé láàrin ara wa ni wọ́n ní Àkàlàmàgò tí Yorùbá world media ẹgbẹ́nu dákẹ́ o Yẹmí Fátókí mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi wọ́n náà fẹ́ yẹn wọ́n ní ṣàfiwá sílẹ̀ nínú ìyàtà wà yìí nínú ẹ̀rípà níná látẹ̀kàn ẹ̀wọ́n múná lọ ni ìyàwó mi ò rántí ra ná sílé electricity ti lọ sókè 300% tariff so à ń ṣọ́nà lò kódà mo ti ní kí ìyàwó mi látàná tí mo ti gbọ́ pé mínísítà sọ mo ti ní kó pa freezer nulẹ̀ tiwa náà àti pa freezer nulẹ̀ wa. Pastor Moni, that is why we need to learn Yoruba language in school. Okuta means 2 different things. Ẹ jẹ́ n sọ fún yín tó bá yá gbogbo wa kí ni a máa jẹ breakfast. À ń pariwo, à ń sọ̀rọ̀, à ń pariwo, à ń sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n ní ká dákẹ́. Wọ́n ní ẹjẹ́ àfi Jagaban sílẹ̀. Jagaban, President Bola Tinubu. Bóun gangan ló máa ṣe ṣùgbọ́n díẹ̀ wọ́n wá ní come máa bọ̀ show wá fi ìfẹ́ wọn support our land and our dreams ní táwa náà pariwo láti 3 years nísìnyí yẹn ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ wá ẹ súnmọ́ bíbí àkájọ ṣe wọ́n ní náà wọ́n ní ẹ ní agenda nǹkan tá a fẹ́ kọ́ lẹ́fẹ́ wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sóríṣiríṣi. And at the end of the day, this is where we are now. Tinubu is the president. What is the current situation of things in Nigeria? 10 months that President Bola Tinubu has been in power. What has been the end result? Ẹni tó ní kò sí sound yẹn, bí alọ́dọ̀ yín ni, bí iná ti dé ọ̀dọ̀ yín tó tún jáde padà. Ẹ wọlé kẹ́ jáde, ẹ bá ń kọ sínú comment section fẹ́ni náà. Ẹni tó wà lórí Instagram tó ní kò sí sound. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tó lọ wo kí ló tó kọ sínú ìwà ẹlẹ́kan sí. Àwọn ará Wales náà wọ́n fẹ́ lọ. Wọ́n ní àjọṣepọ̀ àwọn àti UK ó ti mẹ́hẹ. Wọ́n ní tó bá di June 2024 yìí ní 2022 wọ́n náà wọ́n máa ṣe March for Independence. Mo bẹ̀ àwọn YSDN abẹ̀yìn pé ẹ bá wa máa fowó síbẹ̀ fún wọn kọ́ lè tètè ṣe àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ bá ṣe máa padà sójú títì tá a bá wá padà sójú títì káwọn tí Tinubu fi ṣe fún wa. We must go back on the street. Wọn parọ́ òun lélẹ́yìí. This is the flyer for the Welsh people. What call it they want? This is their language. And this is English. I cannot understand this one, but I understand this one. This one say that by the 22nd of June this year, they are going to march for independence. These are people that are not up to 5 million. They have whatever it takes. They have everything you can think of as a country of their own, but yet they are not satisfied. Why then is a Yoruba man telling us to be satisfied with Nigeria? No, what is your business with Nigeria? What relationship do you have with Nigeria that you are saying we should not go out of Nigeria? Kí ni relationship ti wọ́? Ìyá dáadáa ti wọlé ìyá mi rẹ̀ ìyá mi yẹn kọ́kọ́ kí ìyá mi rẹ̀ mi lẹ́kún Adélẹ́yẹ wọ́n ní good evening Koikimedia kọbẹ̀ Elédùmarè kó bá ń wà pẹ̀lú ẹ Ọlọ́run á dúró tì yín màmá mi mo wá fi lọ kí sísítà mi kan big sister mi ni tí bá ní sister kò ń ṣe bí ẹgbẹ́ big sister àwọn máa ń ná big sister ìwà pẹ̀lú ẹwà lórúkọ yẹn àwọn dúró ọmọ Yorùbá tó régé dáadáa ni wọ́n Ọlọ́run bá ń wà pẹ̀lú yín ìwà pẹ̀lú ẹwà. Wales want to exit, Scotland want to exit, Yoruba will exit. Ìwọ ọmọ Yoruba, what is your game? What relation? Okay, we have relationship at some point with Nigeria, there's no doubt. But we are now saying that the relationship is not in our favor. It is not working. It has literally taken us backwards. It is not progressing. It is literally not progressing. 3,000 megawatts for 63 years. Ìyá mi Fatusi Elizabeth, àwọn ìyá dáadáa. Ìwà pẹ̀lú ẹwà, Ọlọ́run bá ń dúró tiẹ̀. Ó náwó nọ́ra. Kò ń ṣe ní platform yìí nìkan, ó ná káàkiri ní gbogbo àwa mídíà. Kò sí mídíà tó máa ní ó máa ná ní Ọlọ́run bá wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. So what we are actually discussing tonight, we are not fighting people that want Nigeria. We are just saying that, are you sure that Nigeria is still going to work? Ṣé ká ṣe phone line káwọn èèyàn pè wọlé? That means pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Koikimedia, ẹ má bínú Instagram. Ẹ lọ join OLAYOMI KOIKI Instagram. Ó ṣì wà live. Let's open the phone line. Ẹ̀yin náà wá bá mi dá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Àyè gbà wá, èmi ò gbogbo self-employed ní mí. Ọmọ òde wa nìkan ló lè béèrè fóònù ẹ̀ nísìn. Do you want your phone now? Not yet. Wọ́n ló bá mi wá fóònù yẹn. For like 2 months, we were looking for the phone in this house. All of a sudden, phone yẹn la fi ń ṣe Koikimedia, you know. Is it nice like this with the light not on? Ṣé ká tọ́nà? Or should I leave it like this? Ẹ jẹ́ ká open phone line. I want people to call in. If you believe in one Nigeria, just call in and come on. I'm not going to curse you. I will give you time to even present yourself. Let's hear what people are going to say. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣí phone line. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣí phone line. So let's end the Instagram on Koikimedia and let people call in. Let's let people call in. It's good that we let people call in so that we can know where we stand. The Yoruba people are saying, now, let us first listen to this. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gba call. Ẹ jẹ́ mú number mi jáde. I don't know the number of Ed. I don't know the number of Ed. I don't know the number of Ed. Our media. I've been busy all day. Very, very busy. So the number to call, the number you will call is +44 74 04 405917. Don't worry, we're not going to bite you. Kò sí sound maybe by care. Ta ló sọ pé kò sí sound? Okay, let's stop it and bring it back again. Ẹ má bínú, wọ́n ní kò sí sound. Koiki wọ́n lò ní ká sáwá síbí báyìí. Fún wa ní sound. Báwo ló ṣe ń ṣe báyìí? Má ṣe báyìí fún wa. I gotta bring. Okay, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí bíbá a máa drop yín wá sísàlẹ̀ because the Instagram is literally needs a bit of fire. I'm going to charge now. Hey, ọ̀nà tuntun débì kan.
At this point, one area that is now in totality, that is Buffalo, New York. I do want to head over to Connor Hansen with Fox News joining us live. And Connor, you can see it is very dark around you right now.
That's right, Josh. Just in the past few minutes, it went to daylight to complete darkness, and we're actually looking up at it right now, and we just saw the complete ring around the sun, the corona there, as we've gone into the totality of this eclipse. Such a cool experience. You can't really tell behind me because it's now pitch black, but we're in a park full of people, hundreds of people. As soon as it happened, everyone was cheering, having a great time. Even a religious experience for some people we've seen here.
You hear that?
And it has been cloudy, but
it was even a religious experience.
to show you on our camera, but I know NASA is streaming it as well. We've been very lucky to get some breaks in the clouds at the perfect times so everybody here can enjoy it. We were getting a little bit nervous because it was very cloudy this morning up right until the eclipse happened. So people have been waiting patiently, have their glasses on, have been able to see it at different phases throughout. And luckily we were able to see the full eclipse, which has been a very cool, very exciting experience because this is the last time most people in the US are going to get to see this, Josh.
It's
for
going
at
to
least
Canada
20
now.
years, I should say.
In 20 years.
For sure, and that's quite a long time to wait. So
20 years. Go to
as far as those crowds, I know that a lot of people were expected to show up there. What are you seeing as far as the number of?
Let's leave that and come back. So if you want to call in, the line is literally open for you to call in. I'll leave that like that. Now, mo fẹ́ sọ arákùnrin tí mo ní ó wá láti Mexico tó wá ń play ó wá fi Yoruba nation anthem ó wá fi ṣe presentation. His presentation was based on Yoruba anthem, and we're going to listen to that in a minute now. The power of the Yoruba anthem that even Yoruba people do not understand. Katono abi, katono padani, abi kashi fisile. Let's go and bring that video because I post a lot of things on my timeline on X. On April, on the 10th of April, there's a Yoruba Nation Youth Press Conference. It will stream on the home Diaspora media and the all independent journalists. Make sure you tune in for that fantastic. Now, I don't know whether some of you have seen this, but if you have not seen it, it will be an opportunity for you to at least tonight again. Ashima load that download the software, but let's just listen to it.
I'm doing now. It was a dream for me, and now I'm making it come true. I will thank for the invitation to Dr. Sum Smart. Thank you for this opportunity. Domino one. Ejo Farabale. Domino Wambi Farabale Ejo. Babawa, Ogawa, Oloriwa. Mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa orin ìpínlẹ̀ wa, ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo. Mo fẹ́ jẹ́ ká ní òye sí nípa àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà ńbẹ̀. Ó sọ pé.
Listen carefully. This was his presentation. He was meant to present, but he decided to use the Yoruba anthem, Tamanka, as his presentation. I'm told he's from Mexico. Let's listen.
Iṣẹ́ wa fún ilẹ̀ wa. Iṣẹ́, work. Iṣẹ́, responsibility. Iṣẹ́, duty. Fún ilẹ̀ wa, for our land, for our soil. Our responsibility for our land, our duty for our soil. Fún ilẹ̀ ìbí wa, for the land of our birth. Ká gbéga fún ayé rí. Ká gbéga fún ayé láti rí. Let's lift it up for the world to see.
For the world to see. Let's lift it up. Kagbega Nisuru. Oni kagbega ki ayé lè rí. Ariwo tá ń pa Yorùbá nation nìyẹn. Àwọn kan ní no. Pé ká má gbéga. It's from Mexico from what I was told. Pastor kan ló send a similar to Ondo State. Mr. Koiki Chetirele, Muni Moitiri. Kagbega ki ayé lè rí wa. kọ́ má rí wa nírí olòṣì, kọ́ má ríran wa nírí álíkà, kọ́ má ríran wa nírí àwọn tó ń wá peanut, kọ́ má ríran wa látara pé a fẹ́ gbéga, ká gbéga, ká gbéga, káyé lè rí wa. Ṣebí tí bàbá Akíntóyè sọ nìyẹn, tí mo sọ ní Dubai lẹ́ẹ̀kan, tí mo ní mò ń bọ̀ o, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa wo máàpù yẹn ni o. Mo ní bàbá Akíntóyè ní jẹ́nà sórí website ni, the Yoruba nation, àwa ìran ọmọ Yorùbá chooses àdàníyàn pé a fẹ́ lo ọ̀nà the noble path to his noble goal. Arákùnrin wa ń fi anthem wa ó fi ṣe presentation. Ṣé àwọn pé wọ́n ọmọ Yorùbá tó wà ní báyìí nísìn, they are still hardcore Nigerians, but they cannot see that the world is not seeing us because we have been dipped inside the fake country called Nigeria. So if we pull out single-handedly out as a indigenous people, we will transform, we will develop, we will fix, we will defend, we will protect, healthcare, look after ourselves. We will be paid every benefit. You will not be flying your account number looking for anybody that wants to give what they call giveaway on social media. Because English people, Scottish people, Welsh, that is 5 million, they get every now what they one today new port, Vermont, in town monitor. Otuani Tupper Lake, New York. So what I'm trying to explain is that we are stuck in a country, Tiko Jakarta Siwaju, 63 years, we have 3,000 megawatts. So, okay, how many years do you think it's going to take for us to have 50,000 megawatts? If it has taken Nigeria 63 years, that means Ebame divided. How long has it taken us to get 3,000 megawatts? And how long will it take us? How do you develop business-wise? How do you develop connectivity? How do you propose? How do you put people into what they want to truly be, rather than going to church because omakwi equati vegetable, rather than going to the mosque because there will be sari, toma jenibe, when you can eat the sari in your own house and you will just go and pray in the mosque. Mo video kan ìyẹn ní ẹbọ lòun fi ṣínú oníṣẹ́ kò bá wẹ̀ jẹ́. Ó ní because ládùúgbò òun àwọn ẹlẹ́bọ tó ń ṣẹbọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ gbọ́ ẹni tó fẹ́ pè wọlé. Let's go and take that call. À ń padà bọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń bá bọ̀ yìí, ó kù díẹ̀. Let's go and take the call. And it's as usual, Bishop Additional. Bishop, ṣé ká jọ gbọ́ fídíò yẹn tán délẹ̀ kẹwàá lórí line kò ní pẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ délẹ̀.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé our belief is that bí a ti bí ẹ̀rú ni a bí ọmọ. Ìbí ojú bí. The way a slave is born is the same way a child is born. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Tí bá jọ ṣiṣẹ́, tá bá jọ ṣiṣẹ́, a máa jọlá. Let's work together. Let's be wealthy together. Let's work together. Let's break through together. Let's work together. Let's make it together. Ìṣọ̀kan àti òmìnira. Ìṣọ̀kan. Iṣẹ́ ọ̀kan. The act of doing as one. Tí àwọn olóyìnbó ń sọ tí àwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní unity àti òmìnira. Unity and freedom. Ní kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Ní kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lé ìgbà ẹ̀. That should be our driving force. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ́pọ̀ ire. Ìtẹ̀síwájú fún ọ̀pọ̀ ire. Let's continue in plenty of goodness. Àti ohun tó dára and everything that is good. Ọmọ Oòduà, ẹ dìde o.
Bishop ẹgbẹ́ láti bẹ̀yẹn ẹ ṣé gan ni sir.
This is an eye-opener. Mo sọ fún yín many times. Mo ní Yoruba is largely illiterate, including the people that goes to school and come. What they go for is certificates, that paper. Few of them understand the nitty-gritty of what they stand for or what they school for. That's why you will see a BSc, a graduate mechanical engineer cannot change the tire of his car. We need to also call a mechanic that he underlook. But he cannot do what the person can do, the skill that the person can do to pay for the service. Now, this is eye-opener because Oyinbo oko àwọn bàbá wa níbi ìlẹ́rú, and àwọn tó kó lẹ́rú lọ, they are not slave. Àwọn tó wà níbi the offsprings, the generation that grows into the hypnotism, àwọn gangan lẹ́rú. Now that we want to take back the freedom, it will look it's not going to be easy to just these people are colonized. I want to by they are colonized. So this is an eye-opener. We need to start some internal seminar, Nilimbi seminars, conference, meeting here. Now, our respect so we need to find our aláwọ̀ funfun don't believe yẹn. Àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun don't believe pé àwọn ló dáa jù wọ́n lọ. Àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun don't believe pé àwọn ló gbọ́n jù wọ́n lọ. That is baptized in Yoruba. We have them in UK, we have them in Brazil, we have some of them in US. So we need to look for some of them and let them start educating this with the little they know, with the little we can impact to them to say, let them be the guests to start teaching the old fools that refuse to learn, old fools that refuse to open their eyes to start telling them about themselves. Look at gbogbo àwọn àgbàyà tó jókòó yẹn tó wọ súùtù bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀m̀bẹ̀. Ṣé ó ní nǹkan tí bọ̀bọ̀ Mexicans yẹn tó ń sọ fún wọn tí wọn ò gbọ́ rí? Lẹ́nu ọmọ Yorùbá dúdú sí àgbọ̀ nítorí dúdú sí dúdú wọn ò ní gbà sí ẹ lẹ́nu. Ẹ ò bá ṣe jókòó tó rẹ́rìn tó pàtẹ́wọ́ fún. As if he's speaking something they never knew before. That is their life. They are hypnotized. They are colonized. So whenever they see something freedom, it's strange to them. Freedom colonize one. So colonial system big generation wọ́n ṣe máa wipe off nìyẹn. That's the truth. Ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn ọmọ Israel bẹ́ẹ̀. Nígbà tó fi Egypt sílẹ̀, wọ́n fún Mósè ní trouble time nínú wilderness. Àwọn ni ò jẹ́ kí wọ́n tètè dé Canaan land tó lọ because they can't go with that kind of mindset. Tó bá dé ìlú yẹn, wọ́n máa bára wọn jà ní àwọn ẹni náà máa kọ́ńkà wọn. So they have to settle all that in the wilderness. And at a point, Ọlọ́run sọ fún Mósè pé òun fẹ́ pa gbogbo wọn sínú wilderness ẹ̀ pé òun á raise a new generation látọ̀dọ̀ Moses. Mósè ló bẹ̀bẹ̀ wípé no. Tó bá pa wọ́n, wọ́n á sọ pé ò lágbára láti fulfill promise ẹ̀. That's why. Wípé jọ dáríjì wọn. They are rebellious. They don't want. Wọ́n sọ fún Mósè wípé kó gbé àwọn padà lọ sí Egypt níbi táwọn ti ń jẹ kùkúmbà, táwọn ti ń jẹ whatever they like. People ṣe nínú bíbá tó jẹ́ pé one particular type of food làwọn kàn ń jẹ. They forgot that particular food tó ń jẹ is free. It's free. They forgot that cucumber tó ń jẹ ní Egypt, they were eating it under slavery. Now you are free. You are not working. You are under what do they call it? You are under palliative system. Just subsidizing you, giving you free manna that is falling that you are eating. You are complaining. You say it's better for you to go back to where you are slave. So all those generations have to die in that wilderness. Gbogbo pátápátá ni wọ́n darúgbó náà kú sínú aginjù yẹn, including Moses himself. A new generation who knew nothing about what they are arguing about. I want to move further. The same thing happened when they are in the same land and they were killing all the professors. The word professors came from prophets. I want to put prophets where they are professors. Àwọn mòye ìgbàyé nìyẹn, educated people ìgbàyé, òun náà pè ní prophets. The word professors came from prophets. So, but those knowledgeable people at that time who is trying to narrate the exact way of life, these people, the political side, were killing them. They are killing their prophets. Put them in prison. Treating them anyhow. Until God decided to punish them and scatter them from that land. On the Erusi gbogbo orílẹ̀-èdè àgbáyé, they were taken away from the land, scatter them. So all those generations will wipe away. Wọ́n kú Adolf Hitler papasa sí wọn lára. They were telling them, go back to Palestine, go back to your life. It's time they don't listen. They said, some said, is there anything different between German and Jew? But they will kill almost all of them. Àwọn generation tó young, tó mọ̀ nípa kíní wọ̀nyẹn, àwọn ní America train, no race, no padà dé ni. Ẹ̀rí pé jẹ́jẹ́ ni wọ́n rọra wà. Yorùbá, this adult generation bá ṣe máa ṣe social media máa sọ̀rọ̀ nìyẹn. Ẹni tó máa gbọ́ ló máa gbọ́. Àwọn tó ní gbọ́ ẹ̀ wọn ò ní gbọ́. Kì í ṣe pé wọn ò mọ ohun tẹ́ sọ. They have zeroed their mind. Wípé Nàìjíríà làwọn máa jẹrà sí, làwọn máa kú sí. They are not ready for all this. You want Yoruba nation. Tẹ́ bá ń bá wọn ẹlòmíì sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ máa rí àwọn míì. Wọ́n máa take him back to ancient history. Nígbà tí ọba kìíní kan jagun pẹ̀lú ọba kìíní kan. Is that what we are? Is that the age we have now? What concerns us with the ọba Láàfin fighting war with ọba kìíní kan Aláké or kìíní kan? Are we not all one now? We are saying let's come out from that. Is that the reason why you wish to sell ourselves into slavery under a minority Fulani? See, these people will not understand. They still will not. Their age is pinned up with that hypnotism and ignorance. Àwọn míì dẹ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ òtítọ́, wọ́n ń jẹ nínú corruption ẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ kó máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n wò ó pé there is no opportunity for them in the new era you are planning for. Ibo opportunity máa wà fáwọn bẹ́ẹ̀. Kí làwọn máa jẹ́ at that time? Àwọn ti big nínú corruption yìí. Kí làwọn máa jẹ́ at that time? So they want it like that. See, they will be wiped away before the settlement. So that is so the new plan should be to show them the mirror of what they are running from. To show them the mirror of what they are running from. We don't need to come out and tell them what they know again. We should use the people they adore so much as a slave master to start educating them about themselves. We only want best in one day. We pay àwọn Arabi mà ló sọ fún apá àjẹbáyé. Maybe they can think of what, but wípé dúdú kan fẹ́ dìde tún máa sọ fún wọn, wọ́n máa gbóyún lẹ́nu ni, wọ́n máa sọ pé báwo ni wọ́n ṣe jẹ́, báwo ni àti wípé aláwọ̀ funfun yẹn Ọlọ́run ni wọ́n. So
Bishop,
that's what I just say about that. We need to imbibe some strategies where we invite some of those white people that are Yoruba embedded to start teaching them.
Bishop,
or talking to them, yeah.
With the spiritual thing going on around the world, there's a lot happening. We can see the solar eclipse. We can see a lot of movement. India is also fighting to become the superpower. China is still holding on. The dollarization is happening. The world is moving on different AI. Nigeria, Africa, we can see a lot of movement. We saw the new president of Senegal. What is the spiritualness or the spiritual message from the astrology of the way things are running that we are seeing? And there's a lot happening, the climate, the volcano, and so many things. You read from the perspective, Mokia Kentos, my sister from another mother, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Yeah, power is changing hands. It's time power is changing hands. We are in the end of age.
Okay.
We are in the end of age. Now the earth has moved out from the constellation of Pisces since December 22, 2020.
Okay.
Now, between one age to another age, 7 years will be interval.
Okay.
So from 2021 to 2027, a new age will come in 2027. By October 2nd, 2027, the earth will enter a new constellation called constellation of Aquarius.
Sister me ni Manchester, Kentos Abebi, only the new world order is here already. Something will surely end. Bishop.
Happen. Yeah. So that new age is also what the American politicians call New World Order. New World Order. What they are trying to say is that the ideology that ruled the world for the last 2,000 years has expired since 2020.
Okay.
Now, a new ideology that will rule the world is on the horizon.
Okay.
And from 2021 to 2027, you're going to experience turbulence worldwide. Turbulence.
Wow.
Turbulence. You're going to experience turbulence.
Wow.
Either in Africa, either in Europe, in America. You see the Russia and Ukraine. All is about Western, and the new world power is about to emerge. A new ideology to rule the world is about to be a normal stardom. So that the new ideology is contesting with the old ideology. That is within the 7 years. So before 2027, the one that will reign for the next 2,000 years will overcome. Are you getting me? Hello? The one that will reign for the next 2,000 years will overcome, and that will be the norm. So what I am saying is there will be more opportunity for African nations to reign instead of Europe, and there will be more opportunity for Asian countries to reign instead of United States or instead of America. And that is the reason of partnership and the reason of conflict around the world. And that is what was happening. And you can see also the reign of the preaching of the church is like the clamor is about going down, because the last 2,000 years is the reign of Christ. So, and Jesus told the disciples, he said, I will be with you till the end of the age. So, at the end of the age, something always happens to judge that age. And a new age will now start with a new ideology, a new human and ideology to justify way of life for that new 2,000 years. So and that's the reason the solar eclipse that is happening in the United States is an omen, telling it is a sign of judgment. And another one will happen in Jerusalem in 2027. Egypt, Jerusalem, Saudi Arabia will be in darkness in 2027, August.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a sign of final verdict over something. We are not God, so we can't speculate. So if somebody say Jesus will come, now it will be too religious or not. But we know that it's a sign of judgment. It's a sign of judgment. I mean, that journey, I know that we see what you think is a norm for the past years. A new norm will now start. Nígbà tí ogun Second World War happened, when Adolf Hitler was killing people the way he likes, I won't lose or I won't make go praise here. But after the Second World War, people came together. United Nations was formed. They formed United Nations, and the previous norm that made people to be able to do such a thing and go scot-free was cancelled.
Am I being Bishop briefly? Am I being sorry?
Yeah. So that such a thing like that will not happen again. So that's what so a new norm will kickstart from 2027, because the Earth will enter a new constellation, and it will stay within that new constellation for 2,000 years, for the next 2,000 years.
Wow.
And the constellation of Aquarius, tí ayé máa wọ̀, tó máa tí new age máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ níbẹ̀ from 2027 October 2nd. October 2nd, 2027, ayé máa wọ̀ Aquarius. So a new age will start. And it will be there for 2,000 years. Now the meaning of Aquarius ni wípé ohun tí èèyàn bá ṣe lèèyàn máa jẹ. So ó fẹ́ dàbí wípé àkókò forgiveness is ending with this age.
Okay. Àkókò forgiveness.
Yes, it's ending.
Okay.
Èjì ta ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lò tán yìí.
Yes.
Èjì ta ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lò tán yìí from Jesus Christ to this time. It's time forgiveness wà bẹ́ẹ̀ nínú Roman. It's called Pisces.
Okay.
The age of Pisces. So forgiveness wà bẹ́ẹ̀.
Okay.
forgiveness wà nínú àwọn icon yẹn, including tabarika lọ sínú astronomy, I will take more time, but let me just round it up that wípé is forgiveness wà bẹ́ẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ wo àwọn preaching àwọn onígbàgbọ́, wọ́n máa ń wàásù nípa ìdáríjì náà, because it's part of the age. But the new age that is coming, which is Aquarius, from 2027 October 2nd, kò sí forgiveness níbẹ̀, ohun tó bá ṣe ló máa jẹ.
Okay.
It's like balance of judgment. What you want is what you take. Nobody pities you for what you deserve. What you do, that's all, and that is what that age entails.
Okay.
Only àwọn kan ṣe máa ní kó máa gbàdúrà fún pé iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wọn máa tẹ̀ wọ́n lẹ́yìn. It is the age tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan tó bá ṣe ló deserve. Nǹkan tó bá ṣe ló dictate the status ẹ. That is that age. So far. Kò sí oore ọ̀fẹ́, kò sí forgiveness in that one. And that omen, that ideology is on the rising. Is on the rising. Ẹ̀rọ youth yẹn wọ́n ní green no for anybody.
No grief for anybody for 2024.
No grief for anybody.
No grief for anybody.
So the ideology is already set already. The new world order is already there. But he's fighting with the old ideology, which is about wiping away while the new ideology is coming out. So the new ideology will finally conquer and will kickstart from 2027 October. That is how ages reign and ages come. And that age will go like that. That one will be the norm of humanity on earth for the next 2,000 years.
Okay.
So that's it.
Shegoni, that was our regular. Thank you so much, Bishop. You can add yours as well, and you can also contribute as we take us to the let's say the final lap of the program. We're just about 2 hours into the program. We've been enjoying the solar eclipse. We can bring our mind back out of that, and we can then focus on some other areas of the self-determination. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. As I continue to use my platform to bring the conscious minds of Nigerians on the reason why it is on the best interest now for everybody to start talking about how we should bring a better countries, nations out of what is known as Nigeria. But many of you do not want to accept it because you have been fooled for a very long time. So, and as you know what we do, we go straight to Baba Kitoye, what he asks me to be using to enlighten Nigerians on more reasons why it is important that we leave now before it might be too late. Nigeria has literally come past its due age. It was never meant to be one. The English or the colony forced Nigeria to be one. And we don't have to be one. We don't literally have to be one, and we will not be one. But what we need to be doing is, preparing Nigerians for the future. It might happen tonight. It might happen next year. It might happen in another few years. I don't have a date and time. But what I know is that Lai Mohammed tried his best by telling Google, because YouTube is owned by Google, to take me down in terms of my platform, because he knew that my platform was used to enlighten and educate many Nigerians back home. And Lai Mohammed has done his own and is gone. So you can see how Eledumare, is very good. Eventually, Awala Jakara Lai Mohammed. Eminimo Jakara Lai Muhammad, because Lai Muhammad wanted to make sure that nobody hears me anymore. Nobody hears Lai Muhammad anymore. I know he's still existing. He's somewhere, but we don't know where he is. He has done his 8 years and he's gone. And I can see my screen very well now with my 65-inch screen TV. Oh, yes, Bishop Additional took us to another realm, Abdurrahim. Understand that realm. It's a deep one. And if you don't have an open mind, you'll probably not even know what Bishop Additional was talking about. So my name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. I am not new to many of you, but some of you that are coming in that probably parabolating the platform is not like you want to stay here. But life, be careful with your comments and be careful that this platform does not expect you to disrespect people that want to out of Nigeria. Muki brother me, Yomi Eshegon Ebomi. So please, when you come on this platform, you don't have to be here, but I can curse your father, your mother, Manu Esile, and then I'll block you. Okay, I'm a militant as well. You know, when I put on my military outfit, which I can go and change, and that will even be more stronger, because your Nigerian military is a joke. Okay, it's a complete joke, because I don't know how intelligent gathering is no longer workable for a security. The only thing DSS knows how to do is to run after innocent Nigerians. But the goats don't sari to ba de ara ogiri kilo ma sele ayoju pada oro yen o nbo nijo kan. So let's use the last 1 hour to again educate us about what Baba Akintoye say, and we're going to be dealing with the part 2. We've dealt with the part 1. We're dealing with the part 2 now. We are not loving the program, neither are we sharing it. 96 people are watching me on Koikimedia, 101 people. Only 23 people have just thumbs up. Let me explain. Number one, I am not making any money from at least my Koikimedia that has 40,000 followers. So don't think that by telling us, I want to follow YouTube, look, I want more money by. Our program to man wo emi na man wo nígbà mi. I ask myself, bóyá kí kúkú máa ṣe àwọn program yẹn, bóyá màá lè máa rí traffic, màá dẹ̀ máa dẹ́rìn pa àwọn èèyàn, màá dẹ̀ máa make owó. Because sometimes I look at the videos that these children watch and you see 1 million, 2 million views, and you ask yourself, kí ni nǹkan tó ń ṣe? Nothing more than just making people laugh. But I am not here to make you laugh. I am here to sometimes make you cry and think deep. Because I know that when I'm serious, which I'm now, right now, Yoruba nation, a lot of people always use the word, I will not use that phrase. I will say that many people died when Buhari was in power for 8 years and Yemi Osinbajo. The numbers of people that have died in Yoruba nation, in terms of Yoruba nation, boya in the hands of the Nigerian government, and probably even those that died naturally, they are not up to 100. They are not up to 50. But those that died, they are more than 100 if they were alive, because those are one person multiplied by 99. So we can only pray for their souls. So when people say, hey, I want your people to come in Yoruba nation. No, please. Okay? Don't exaggerate all that. We have the numbers. They are not up to 50. Both from the military, the Nigerian government, and those that died naturally. But those that died in the 8 years, those that have died in 8 years of the failed government that most of you supported, that most of you love, according to one of our brothers, most of you supported it. But today now, support Buhari more, to support Tinubu, because Tinubu is a Yoruba man. Whether his records doesn't have clean or whatever, at least Oshi better ju Buhari law in terms of, you know what I mean. But we are now speaking to President Tinubu. It's up to him to listen or not. Tokyo _778. Buhari took the love of Yoruba people, and Tinubu brought pain in the lives of Yoruba people. Listen to this guy. I thought 3 years ago when I was here shouting that look, I can't leave my children to come and be doing Yoruba nation in another 30 years. It's possible. I don't know about you. I mean, I cannot allow my children to come and sit here and be shouting Yoruba nation and take over from their dad. I don't know about you. I love you too, my brother, Egbon mi dada, Baba mi dada, Babawa Adetono, Ahmed Demola, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Lagos Ibadan Expressway. 20 years, wọ́n ṣèkà fún wa. Àwọn governors wá ṣèkà fún wa. Kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n fún wọn lówó. Gbogbo wọn ló ń gba owó every month, tó ń share federal allocation. Àmọ́ pé Ọbásanjọ́ olórí ajá ó refuse láti ṣe títì. Let's hope that Tinubu will at least allow them to fix Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Ó ti wà ní calm down. 4 years lónìí. We can build a Yoruba nation that will become very powerful. Tó máa compete pẹ̀lú àgbáyé, the world. Mr. OLAYOMI KOIKI, we are now buying pure water is 400 naira from the motto in Abuja Airport Road. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, wọ́n ní parọ́. Ìnira pọ̀. Okay, let's ẹ jẹ́ ká bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọlúàbí, èmi àtẹ̀yin, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń support APC. Okay, kí ni expectation yín látọ̀dọ̀ Tinubu? Maybe I should start from there. Kí ni expectation yín pé by the time tí Tinubu bá máa fi ṣe tán, kí ni expectation yín? Mo kí Mr. Ọládélé Ọlámilékan, mo kí ọgbẹ́ni tá wà ní Soka. Ẹ kú àdúró tí bàbá mi olóyè Ìgbòho. Látẹni tó ń dáná, àtẹni tó ń rán níṣẹ́, àtẹni tó ń rán rẹ̀ níṣẹ́. Ẹ ṣé gan ni brother mi Ayọ̀. Wọ́n ní pure water nísìn láti inú mọ́tò ní Abuja Airport Road. 400 naira ni. Tí Tinubu bá máa fi parí government, by the time President Bola Ahmed Tinubu complete his tenure of 4 years to start with, what is the expectation that you want from him? I know some of you still believe in one Nigeria. Don't worry, I will not curse you. I will just read it and I will just try and see what we can. You innovate. The other one, you innovate. Òun àti ìyàwó àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ máa ń wò mí ní Nàìjíríà. Kọ́ lọ máa ń dúró tí ó gba àwọn ọmọ wa nílé. Àmọ́ ọmọ mi ṣe jẹ́ o. Ẹ kúkú mọ̀ pé mi máa ń like practical. Ọmọ mi ọkùnrin ó ṣe jẹun tán ni. Ọmọ tó kéré ẹ̀wọ̀. Ṣe ríran. Ẹni tó jẹ lélẹ̀. Tíì lélẹ̀. Tíì. Can you see it? Tíì. Kò mú tán. Àti brooch bread ó ti sá lọ sókè tí yẹn ṣe wọ́n ntí ìyẹ́ lẹ́ǹkan tí mo lọ sókè ó ní kí n jọ kí n bá wọn plug omi mo ṣe máa lọ dáná stove dáná gas mo kàn lọ plug omi àwa náà sanwó electricity ó àtàárọ̀ níyàwó mi ti lọ síbi iṣẹ́ ó ṣe wọlé ẹ ṣáà rí nígbà tó ó kanra wọlé ni o mo kàn akọ rárá ẹ̀mọ̀ pọ́pọ́ àtìyàwó èmi náà kọ́ra lóko ní pé ó ṣàrí pé mo wà lórí program fi máa fi mí pa ni èdè mi ní baálé ẹ̀ aṣọ tó sá síta òjò ti pa èmi náà lóko ni ó ní ẹ káṣọ wọlé ni mo lè sọ̀rọ̀ kí ni mò ń wò báyìí mo ń wò bí ẹran orí rẹ̀ sí ẹ ṣì máa ń fẹ́ ẹran jẹ ráìsì ṣàtẹ́bá lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn oníbùkà èlò lọ́n tẹran nísìn àníyà ń jẹ wá sẹ́ẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà tí bá pè nísìn pé kó wá jẹ áníwọ̀n jẹ ìyẹn ò wá ní pé tí kò báyìí tí sùn tó bá tún máa fi di 10 ó lè tún lébi ń pa àwọn eléyìí tó ṣe nísìn ó wà láì ó sì wọ́n mọ́ mi lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n in tí mò ń fẹ́ fáwọn ọmọ tí náà nílé nìyẹn wà láìtàláì sọmọbìlà ìlàsílà hùwà kò ń ṣe tèrè kò ń ṣe tẹ̀fẹ̀ ìwọ náà tó bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe pé òun gba 30,000 naira wọn kí ẹ brọ́dà mi Ayọ̀mí Kúndámíjù àti mọ́nítọ̀ gbogbo tó ń lọ l'Amẹ́ríkà ẹ má tẹ̀sí wa lójú àwa náà ti wò látàárọ̀ níbí báyìí sórí tí wọn náà bá lọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe minimum wage tó ń san fún yín 30,000 naira tó ń gbowó gidi wàláì ó yẹ kó máa sanwó gidi fún wa ilé ní comedian mo ṣeré ògbójú ni mo lò fún ìyàwó mi àti òdílé nǹkan yẹn nígbà tó ní àkàṣọ wọlé ṣé ni mò ń wò báyìí èmi náà lo ikọ̀ fún ọ̀ṣà rẹ̀ pé mo wà lórí program ọ̀fẹ́ máa fi mí pa ni ọ̀fẹ́ káwọn ọmọ Yorùbá rẹ̀ ṣe máa sọ pé ọkọ àti ìyàwó nínú ilé ọ̀rọ̀ wọn yẹra wọn mo dẹ̀ ti ní kíyàwó máa sọ pé sí bàbá nínú ilé ìmọ̀ tó bá fẹ́ wáìn mi á ní sí bàbá mo ní níbo nínú ilé yìí ajá o bush bread ló fi kan tí ṣẹ́yìn náà máa ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn kan láìkẹ́ ọ̀nà máa ń rìn wọ́n láyà èmi láìkẹ́ máa ń dip bread sínú tíì àwọn kan láìkẹ́ ọ̀nà máa ń rìn wọ́n láyà. Matthew sọ pé I went to Edo State in Irome wàhálà má ti dé ó ní 1 bag of pure water Mr. Koiki is 500 naira ṣó wọ́n ni ṣá ṣó wọ́n nàbó ṣó mi yẹn ti wọ́n ni brother mi Ayọ̀ internet àwọn èèyàn wá ń rà nílé ó máa ń jó lọ ní Koiki ẹ̀yin náà tètè sọ̀rọ̀ ó máa ń fọ̀rọ̀ gùn mo fẹ́ gbádùn ẹ̀ but internet mi ń jó ìkànnì fóònù mélòó ni mo lò 1 2 3 4 5 fóònù 5 ilé 6 laptop ó di 7 TV wà ní 65 inch ní jẹ́ ń tẹ̀sí ẹ lójú 65 inch òun ni mo fi ń ríra mi bẹ́ẹ̀. I just want your children to have a better life. Má lọ máa kanlẹ̀kùn neighbor pé iṣẹ́ ní gàárì má fọmọ ní gàárì sórí tí Tinubu fi máa kúrò lórí oyè má fọmọ ní gàárì mú náà. Jagaban ọmọ Yorùbá ló wà níbẹ̀ kò jẹ́ ká máa mu gàárì yìí àwọn mu gàárì sùn ó yẹ káwọn ọmọ ẹ náà lè jẹ gidi náà kó jẹun gidi Tinubu ló wà níbẹ̀ náà ó dẹ̀ wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ báyìí o Jagaban ọmọ olódò ọdẹ Jagaban ó máa jayé kú tó máa fi lọ́ntì ẹ̀ ni òun àtìyàwó ẹ̀ Ṣèyí Tinubu ìyẹn kàn make network ni big boy city boy kàkà kí ṣe Tinubu jẹ kó wá jẹ Lagos State governor á dá gbogbo ẹrú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún yín ní kúure àwọn kan ní máa ṣe governor mọ́ wa lórí kò ní dá fún yín ẹ má kí n tún ṣe pé àwa náà wẹ̀ astagafurullah 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 Kúnlé Bakers $50 ló ti ná ní wíìkì nìkan láàrin ìjọ méjì sí ìjọ mẹ́ta 2020 ó tuntun mú 10 wá ohun tó máa fi mọ̀ pé òun ti wọlé nìyẹn kò ní tán níbẹ̀ fún brother mi mo fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ tiẹ̀ náà tó ṣe wà ní àárín Òṣòdì yẹn kó má lọ máa jalè lójú títì máa lọ yọ fóònù kí ló ń yọ fóònù tó bá wà lọ yọ fóònù wọn máa nà wọn máa dági bọ́ máa pa lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ àwọn ará Òṣòdì yẹn burú àwọn ará Òṣòdì burú tó bá ti lọ yọ fóònù lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ìtò tó wá fọ́nì ni pé ẹni tó yọ fóònù tán nà pa yẹn ọmọ ẹlòmíì tuntun ti yọ fóònù yẹn Òṣòdì ẹ̀yin ará Òṣòdì Koiki wọn náà má máa ṣe ogun yẹn náà òun bọ̀ lé níjọ́ kan òye má bínú mo ṣe olóòṣà ẹni tó yọ fóònù tó pa ẹlòmíì tuntun ti yọ fóònù yẹn ó ti lọ́n tiẹ̀ crime náà wà nílùú yìí má Middlesbrough is one of the worst place láti gbé ní UK ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀kọ́ tá mi lọ gbé níbẹ̀ wọ́n náà ń ta drug wọ́n ń ta cocaine wọ́n ń ta bọ́n gbogbo nǹkan ló ń ta ecstasy gbogbo Middlesbrough ọlọ́pàá ti sún ọlọ́pàá àwọn ọmọ 13 years old. Don't you want a better life? Hey, Abdulrahim, I was once almost a victim of that at Ikeja. I mean, the man who run that in Ikeja long, man who run. The man be mini. One ika wo boss man any suru. Mo ti won dada. Mo ma wo bo se ma rush wonu mọ́tò. Immediately mo pokada la ma gbe. Olokada da ma gbowo gidi lọ́wọ́ wa. Original de mo kin. En tó bá sì fẹ́ pé line yẹn ṣì wà open. A nílò phone yẹn fún en tó bá fẹ́ pé. Mo kàn bá àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn ẹ mọ̀. Kí ni expectation wa àwa nísìn tí mo expectation tiwa àdúrà tiwa nísìn ni pé káwa tètè lọ kó tó di pé Tinubu máa ṣe tán because tó bá lọ gbé El-Rufai tó bá lọ gbé Ahmed Lawan mo rí Saraki fẹ́ jẹ president kí ló ṣe máa ń pa àwọn Saraki ní Ìlọrin yẹn náà orúkọ ọlọ́ máa ń pè wọ́n náà ẹran mi létí Mr. Gbadamosi Ismaila Moki orúkọ ọlọ́ máa ń pa àwọn Saraki nílọrin wọ́n ti pa dynasty wọn àwọn ọmọ Mali ẹ̀rí tó máa ṣe dẹ̀gẹ̀lẹ̀ òun àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ ambition ẹ̀ ni pé kóun náà wá di president Nàìjíríà bó ṣe wà yẹn Saraki green snake under the green grass bọ̀bọ̀ tẹ̀ ń rí bó ṣe wà yẹn ó wicked ju Tinubu lọ bó ṣe wà yẹn mo ṣeré mo kàn máa ń rójú ẹ pé bó ṣe wà yẹn ilé máa olóyè lọ́mọ kò wá ń ṣe olóyè tọ̀dọ̀ tiwa o èmi mọ̀ nípa yẹn astagafurullah ààrẹ náà ni kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú Elédùmarè mùsùlùmí ló bí mi sí and I cannot leave that. Mo bá máa tẹfá kí máa bá babaláwo sọ̀rọ̀ mùsùlùmí ṣì ni mí ẹ má ká máa mú religion to I don't like that lórí platform mi right now we believe in what we believe ìyẹn kọ́ ló ní ká máa lọ síbi tá à ń lọ tá bá fẹ́ dọ̀bi tá à ń lọ tá bá fẹ́ lọ bí tá à ń lọ gbogbo àmà débẹ̀ àìtí fi débẹ̀ torí pé àìtí ní understanding àwọn ọmọ tèmi ti jẹun ti yó nísìnyí ìjà àwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀ náà ti jẹun sọ ti yó nígbà tí Tinubu wà níbẹ̀ ká tẹ̀ sọ pé Buhari ò jẹ́ kárí jẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ lórí burúkú ni Buhari gbogbo terrorist ló kó wá tó jẹ́ ká gbádùn now tí Tinubu wà níbẹ̀ ṣe bóyá ká máa gbádùn ni now that Tinubu is the president the expectation is that we should be enjoying we should have a better life at least to some extent. But it does. Àwọn kan ní no Koiki ó ṣì ń stabilize economy ni o ṣé o ti rí Cardoso Wálé Ẹdùn finance minister Cardoso central bank àwọn tí Tinubu tò kalẹ̀ àti bọ̀bọ̀ tó ń ṣe immigration yẹn èmi náà lọ sí Nigerian embassy láìpẹ́ màá lọ gba Nigerian passport mo fẹ́ wo bó ṣe máa rí One everything to okay. Bishop Adesina on the voodoo economy. So Baba Akintoye is now saying to Tinubu, can you put this for me there? Thanks. I will have it later. That boy, he doesn't finish anything. This is the message for Tinubu, but is he going to listen? We love him, and I'm not joking now, but we are concerned that come on, Jekwe, and so for listen. What lè ṣe kú kó gbádànù sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ bó ṣe wà yẹn? Babangida is not satisfied yet. Ìyàwó mi béèrè pé kí ló dé tí Tinubu lọ ń kí Babangida nílé? Ṣé torí pé kò lè ṣe bí wàá gbé sínú mọ́tò? Why is Tinubu going to visit Babangida in Minna when Babangida should be the one to come to Aso Rock? You can see the power that is still playing. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun Ọ̀nà ní voodoo economy in Tinubu. Subsidized dollar. Ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní dollar wa ti wà ní ó ti depreciate by $1.2 billion or somewhere around there. I read it in one of the papers. The dollar from the foreign exchange. What do you want after Tinubu's government? I'm speaking to Yoruba people that voted him. Let me ask and be honest. Kò lẹ́sẹ̀ ìwà gbedebe. Only wheelchair I want to the center one UK now. Babangida will be on the wheelchair. What they be motor they have helicopter or drop it. So what they be father. How many of you voted in 2023 and you now regret that it was not worth it? You could have supported Yoruba Nation. We just want to know how many of you. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Gbàdàmọ́sí ní Koiki. What that don't padà say book with any journalist. Babangida ló ṣe control Nigeria. Tinubu work off Tinubu síbẹ̀ kó bá manage any very weak element. How many Yoruba people, I'm not talking about Igbos or Hausas, ọmọ Yoruba mélòó ló vote in 2023 and you now realize that it was not worth it and you will never be part of that anymore. Yoruba Nation left anything. How many people? What is your expectation after Tinubu's government? We are not expecting anything from Tinubu's government. Some say Koiki, Oma Funwani parliamentary, Oma change the constitution. Some even say state police. I don't know when that is going to come true. All I've been hearing is the state police coming, but I don't know when that is coming. How many people believe that you ever get a state police? Hey, Yami Olasumbo. Sangolana Ekabo Ekrole Mami Shalafia Lewa àwọn ìyá dáadáa mo kí gbogbo àwọn brothers and sisters mi kill expectation ní with Tinubu or you just want to leave Nigeria as it is and kí wọn náà kọ́ struggle kí wọn náà ká òṣàríṣe one way or the other ó máa jalè ní ó máa connect ní or whatever, however. In Java, Yoruba, in J, and no future. Or we just shake our cock, stick to the day-to-day life and, you know, sister Wakonku, one of my own shesh, man, shady lot of Jennifer, Colomban Forigi, enter our Instagram, I'm going to go and come back. Colomban Forigi. I was told that she's very good actress, a Yoruba girl, or Yoruba woman rather, not a girl, because it would be wrong for me to use a girl. A Yoruba woman. She died, age 40. The cause of death, I don't know, but I can only pray for her family left behind. Ajijangbara Muke. Are we ever thinking about the future? Olamilekan Ladele ni Mr. Koiki mi o kódà bọ́ fún mi ló máa gbà mọ̀ ní vote. Ǹjẹ́ à ń ronú future? And if we're thinking of the future, what future are you thinking of? A future to fix Nigeria. Tony Aegis, gbogbo àwọn ti Belgium. mo máa ṣeré wá ó kù díẹ̀ a kò ní láti oyè yín and I might drive down to Belgium àwọ̀ France àwọ̀ Germany Tony Aegis ní Koiki ìjọ tó bá ti wà tẹ́kọ̀ ó dẹ̀ ní brọ́dà mi kan tó ti ń bẹ̀ mí pé Koiki anytime tó bá ti sọ pé ó ti yá mo ní kó wà ní mọ́tò tèmi ìwọ ṣáà gbé mọ́tò tiẹ̀ ìmọ̀ àtẹ̀lé ẹlẹ́yìn. Mr. Ṣẹ́gun ní Tinubu is only playing pranks. Pranks ò máa ń ṣe tó dáa. The word pranks ẹni tó ń fìyàn ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́. Àjòjì kò gbọ́dọ̀ gbálẹ̀ wá TV wọ́n ní good evening the voice of Oduduwa the white lion. Mojúbà yín o mojúbà àwọn ayé mojúbà gbogbo ìṣàlẹ̀ Yorùbá pátá láì fẹ́ nìkankan sílẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bọ wọ́n bó ṣe jẹ́ ká bọ wọ́n má torí pé Kristẹni àti Mùsùlùmí tí wọ́n bá lè ṣe fáwọn èèyàn lówó kó ṣe kò má tà kò bàwẹ̀ jẹ́ o wọ́n lé àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ní Saudi Arabia kìtàkìtà ní o ẹ̀gbọ́n tálájà yẹn sọ bí a ká tún gbọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ìyẹn náà la ṣe tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ program yẹn mo lè ti lọ make sure pé mo ti fi gbogbo àwọn phones yẹn sí charger at least so we're good to go. Are you enjoying the program? And I'm being honest now, Yoruba people at home, we don't have any problem with Fẹ́ràn Tinubu. I mean, it's meant to be love. If he has done, àwọn èèyàn ní Tinubu ṣe nǹkan fáwọn táwọn lè gbàgbé. Mo kí ẹ Kentos bó ṣe ń ju love yẹn, àdẹ̀kó palẹ̀ mọ́. Ọláìyá Igwe ṣe Tinubu ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fóun tóun lè gbàgbé. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ fún kò ní gbàgbé. But ó jáde padà ó wá sọ̀rọ̀ onúdà àpọ̀rọ̀ tóun sọ ńgbà yẹn ẹ̀mí tó sọ fún òun nígbà yẹn bí ẹ̀mí yẹn ò sọ dáadáa o. Dizimani, we should write a new letter to President Bola Tinubu that he should negotiate with Yoruba self-determination freedom. Even if I know, I will not say. But I know that there are things going on quietly. You know that Tinubu is the president. It's not possible. So there's now a protocol to get to the president. And I'm sure we all understand that. That is where negotiation comes in. And those kind of negotiations would even have been completed. What is also Tinubu, and we're going to wait for the outcome. I wish that Tinubu can have a roundtable discussion with the Yorubas and the Biafra, regardless of whatever is intake. It would even be a stepping stone that he has a listening ears. He is not like the Buhari, dead or alive, because Buhari ogbon Buhari no hear nata. Kogba ko. Enta wa lórí mixer la mo ma gbàgbé yín. Ọlọ́run ní gbàgbé yín láíláí. A sì jọ ní bí 1 hour. Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín. Mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ẹ kú àdúró tì mí. Kẹ́tọ́ sí ní àtẹnujẹ ló máa pa most Yoruba people. But àtẹnujẹ yẹn gan kò wọlé mọ́ bí ti tẹ́lẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ pé expectation àwọn Yorùbá ni pé tí Tinubu bá débẹ̀ bóyá wọ́n máa rí owó tó pọ̀. Business á máa flow, owó á máa flow wọlé. And at the end of the day, owó yóò flow wọlé o. Many people have not seen money. How many Yoruba people have seen 1 million naira in the last 1 month? I am not talking about people that are doing well among us. Àwọn kan wà láàrin wọn ẹ má parọ́ tẹ́ wà Nigeria. But ẹ̀yin tó jẹ́ pé level kan náà lè máa ti ń jẹ́. I'm not joking. Look, I haven't seen 1,000 pounds in some very good months and months. Kò ṣe pé owó wọlé tó ń jáde bọ̀ pé ló díndín níbo ló ti òun ṣe drug ni nílùú òyìnbó. Àwọn brothers yẹn tó wà àwọn kan wà tó náwó yẹn má get me wrong o but ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn má yẹ kó gbọ́ o ike ò ṣe ná mọ́ nísìnyí bọ̀ wọ́n dọ́gbọ́n sí kákọ̀ọ́ra dé mọ́bẹ̀. But there are people that are hard working. Iṣẹ́ ẹlòmíì ń faṣẹ́ mẹ́ta iṣẹ́ mẹ́rin ara ló ń bọ̀ wá fàbọ̀ sí lọ́jọ́ iwájú. Olórí ẹbí mo kí ẹ tátó ló ń jẹ́ White Lion kẹ. How are you my brother? Ẹ̀yin náà tó ṣe White Lion how are you? Ṣé White Lion lẹ́yìn náà ń jẹ́ ni? àti wá di méjì nìyẹn. Oyèkọ́lá Rilwan mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní ọjà ọ̀dàn. Ṣé rí pé àti tanná nísìn gbogbo ẹ̀ bright lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn inú òkùnkùn la wà. What is our outcome? Pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu, for those of you that believe in Tinubu, especially, okay, ẹ jẹ́ ká fà àwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà labroad, kí lẹ expectation yín pẹ̀lú Tinubu, Tajudeen Rahim, and the rest of you like that? Ẹ tẹ̀ ní kí n tọrọ owó látẹ̀ nǹkan pé Koiki ó tẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ owó ni ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀. Those of us that are diaspora, mo kí Mr. Lukman Olaide, Princess Adebimpa Woniyi, grandma ṣì ń gbọ́ mi, Lukman Olaide, tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ mo máa fi ń dárúkọ gbogbo yín wọ̀n bí mi dá kí n kàn lárúkọ mọ́ yín lórí. Ìyá mi Olúwa Bùkọ́lá, mo fẹ́ pè dé ọ̀dà wọn ni ẹ jẹ́ nǹkan sọ pé Gbádébọ̀, but ìsìn Gbádébọ̀, mo mọ̀ bí mo pronounce ẹ̀ dáadáa mọ́ mi, ẹ má bínú, ayé ẹni mo kí yín. Okemite, ó ní bàbá wa kan wọ́n ti kú nísìn, pa SL Edu, olówó bí yẹ̀pẹ̀, àwọn ará Ẹ̀pẹ́ bí grandfather ló jẹ́ fún mi. Àwọn tó bá mọ orúkọ yẹn wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn yẹn lówó, àwọn ọmọ Èkó gidi. Pa SL Edu. When things were good, Yoruba people kì í tọrọ jẹ. A máa ń bù àbùtán fáwọn èèyàn. A bá bù àbùtán fáwọn èèyàn. Yorùbá lèèyàn máa wọnú ilé ẹ̀, a bó oúnjẹ fún atúfún láṣọ, a wá gbówó lé lórí. Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù ya tètè ya sọ̀rọ̀ pé ẹ ti pa mí sínú DM, kò lè tèkẹ̀ mọ́, ó yá gbé ohùn jáde pé èwe gan ní project. Everybody wá di ẹ̀bà àwọn kankan bẹ́ẹ̀. Mr. Koiki ẹ̀bà àwọn kankan bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ má bínú pé mo kanu sí yín. Èmi ò ń bínú o. Ọmọ tèmi náà wà nílé lórí social media máa di alágbe gidi. Màá jẹ́ kí ebi pa mí kú. Màá jọ oúnjẹ ọ̀tá mi gan tó bá fi nǹkan ṣe pọ́blẹ́mù tiẹ̀ nìyẹn tí bá dọ́dọ̀ bàbá God mà nígbà tó fún mi lówó ìbí okú mi sínú Nàìjíríà mo bẹ̀ kó gbé mi sínú ìlú òfò yẹn. Màá tún máa bú bàbá God tí bá dé ẹ̀ fún. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé hellfire náà là ń lọ the same thing náà ni. We need Yoruba nation because Yoruba Association came to Japan for my last flight. Brother mi lele èèyàn gidi ló máa join ike. Kábíyè. Ẹ̀yin lẹ get back sí mi o. Ẹ rántí bọ̀bọ̀ tó ń jà fún wa ní Japan yẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá yẹn. Ṣé àwọn pé màá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀? Mr. Rilwan, mo mọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ world boxing champion. Gbogbo àti wòjà bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn rí nà ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ mú picture wa. Àmọ́ mọ̀ pé àwọn ni èèyàn ńlá ló wọnú program. Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè o. Celebrity gidi jẹ́ ń pín ọ̀rọ̀ wọn mọ́lẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ kó níbi tá a sọ̀rọ̀ sí. Ẹ̀yin ẹ̀dẹ̀ tó bá lóye sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ rántí pé bá chief sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ̀yin lẹ get back sí wa mọ́. Ẹ get back sí mi. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ní nọ́mbà yín. Scorpio ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mo máa sọ̀rọ̀. Mo ti rí mẹ́sẹ̀gì dẹ ní Japan. Máa sọ lọ Japan kẹ̀. Èèyàn ńlá ni. Ẹni tó bá mọ brother wa tó ń jà ní Japan, òǹṣọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn. O gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀. Mo fẹ́ lọ mú picture wọn jáde. Mo máa lọ mú picture wọn jáde fún yín ní sẹ́márì. Scorpion. Àwọn ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ gbà yàn tó bá gbá ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ báyìí ṣe ti rí. Ẹ get in touch pẹ̀lú mi. Olóyè gan fi bá yín sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ pè mí. Mo mọ̀ pé mo understand the situation wọn. Some of them will have no choice than still kind of represent Nigeria. But ọmọ Yorùbá tàtà gidi ni. And I know that not because he's with us tonight. We have been privileged to speak with him before. Ó lè láwọn iṣẹ́ tá a ṣe máa ó gbọ́ Japan ọlọ́run ọmọdún tó ti wà níbẹ̀. Brother why? Olóyè dẹ̀ mọ̀ dáadáa. In case you don't know him. Ẹ̀rí pé ó jálà. Èmi ò jálà. pure ọmọ Yorùbá àwọn ògo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn àwọn tó lè jẹ́ prime minister ni ìwọ tó wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ èmi pé ta ló máa jẹ́ prime minister wa ṣé Scorpion ò lè jẹ́ prime minister wa the first Yorùbá prime minister kò ní di English kí ló fẹ́ fi English ṣe Yorùbá náà la máa fi communicate Modi Indian president Yorùbá ìdí ẹ̀ ló fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ ìwọ ló ṣe máa lọ máa ṣe translation láti gbọ́ nǹkan tó bá ń sọ mo kí brother mi lẹ́ǹkan ṣe káàbọ̀ sórí ètò mo tètè mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin ni má bínú àgbọ̀dọ̀ fojú pa yín rẹ̀ láyé ẹ jẹ́ ẹ̀hẹ́n òun lélẹ̀ ẹ̀yà ẹ̀dá. Ọlọ́run ni kò gbójúlé má gbọ́kàn léyàn ẹ̀rí pé mo tẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ilé tó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn Ìgbòho ìwọ ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ gbágbá àwọn ilé àfẹ́ máyà àwọn ilé àfẹ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yan ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ irú àwọn ilé òdùn wọn ní jẹ́ kó máa jà lójú títì tá bá jà lójú títì máa penalize ẹ̀ bó ṣe wà yẹn mo mọ̀ pé brọ́dà mi ló wà pẹ̀lú wa èèyàn gidi ni I am the beast òun ni ẹ lọ follow wọn ẹ pè mí ẹ send message sí mi pẹ̀lú nọ́mbà yín ẹ má fi sórí program wọn tún lélẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń ràn lára wa ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó dáa ni ìlú takọ lọ́wọ́ àyẹn tó ń pè Nàìjíríà tó lọ join wa pẹ̀lú àwọn ràkàtì àyẹn ó ti dá brain wa rú. We are 30 minutes to the end of the program so that at least èmi náà lè sùn dáadáa lálẹ́ ìyókù tó dọ̀la lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹ má bínú pa pẹ́ ká tó jáde. Shout out to those of you that are watching us on Twitter. The Yoruba in diaspora, you have a big expectation of this government, just like we have that same with Buhari. And I know what I'm talking about because I follow the Buhari trail from 2014 until he became the president in 2015, especially from the diaspora point of view. I can see that the same energy came in with Tinubu, even though some Peter B wanted to knock Tinubu out, and also there was a lot of diaspora that funded Peter B from outside. They spent a lot of money. But Tinubu is not stupid. He knew the game better than Peter B. That is why they call him Jagaban. Tokyo 77 in Mukia, brother me. I'm asking before we go in the last 30 minutes, Mr. Moses, when we begin to do things in Yoruba language alone, we will achieve everything that we needed or we need. English language is a taboo for now. Benny. What I want to know is that the diaspora that supported Tinubu, hey, Mokiyami, Tony Ade, Victoria, Wana Kweto, Eshegoni, Mommy, Ekabo Soreto, Afoju Panyere, Moripe Ngon mo wa mo Peter ti rerin yẹn torí mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ tó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ sẹ́yìn. But Mokima, and we recognize everybody, at any to comment, at any to support the Dupo Nitiri Tewalabeto, because enough we won't contain on so. We Mbolo Bashede. One carer than my brother me, I want to diamond, one is the real Scorpion. I'm a Jewish for you in Japan. A Koro Ekowasile. Kódà ẹ bá wa fẹ́ yàwó kan látọ̀hún akọ́ fún yín lọ́mọ Ìbàdàn kan lé lórí tẹ́ bá délé ni torí irú yín ò gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́ yàwó kan ẹ gba gbọ́mọ Japanese wálé àwa fún yín lọ́mọ Ìbàdàn kan lé ẹ bá dẹ̀ tí náà ọmọ Ìbàdàn kan tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ bá tún lọ́mọ Japanese náà kò pọ̀ jù. Bàbá mi Ọláyẹmí Adéyẹmí ẹ ti fa gbùrú lọ dádì àwọn bàbá yẹn ṣiṣẹ́ 35 years àwọn rò pé káwọn bá rìtáyà ìjọba máa sanwó fún wọn ìjọba ti nágbó ibo ni máínà wà bọ̀bọ̀ máínà yẹn tọ́nu kówó pension jẹ ṣé wọn pọ́ ti release bọ̀bọ̀ kan tó ń pè ní Wàdúmè ta ló mọ Wàdúmè You know, there is a lot of things that is going on in Nigeria that sometimes we can lose plot. Taloma Wadumi. Baba de Yemi Momo. Edi Fagburu lo. Àwọn méjì ló wà ní graduate tó níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́. Baba tí mò ń sọ yìí. What we are pẹ̀lú for the last 3 years. At some point, wọ́n fi tẹ̀lé onítìrì, mo gbà sí fún wọn pé onítìrì wò. Ẹ̀yin ró onítìrì rí ni. Wadumi. How many people remember him? Ṣé àwọn pọ́tì release ẹ̀? Ṣé àwọn pé wọ́n nígbà tó dé ìlú ẹ̀ padà? They gave him a rousy or rosy welcoming back home. Yoruba, Ojo ni wa, including myself, ẹnu la níbi àjàkàrà. Olóyè nìkan ló ní àyà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá mi Pastor Mo, he was given heroic welcome. Ẹ̀mọye sójà tó náà pa láàrin pé wọ́n fi try láti rescue. You know that there's a lot of things going on in Nigeria that sometimes you just be asking that. But táwa bá ṣe lè nísìn, lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ wọ́n máa ní àwọn ọmọ Ìgbòho ni o. Àwọn ọmọ Ìgbòho ni o. Tokyo ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀, ó ní Koiki ká comment tèmi náà. Some diaspora don't know the value of language and importance of it. Mo kí brother mi Olúwatósìn Ọ̀nàsànyà. Yorùbá tẹ́ kọ́kọ́ iná ní ẹni ẹkú iṣẹ́ takuntakun bàbá mi Olódùmarè yóò bá mi pa pẹ̀lú yín. Ìyẹn easy láti kà. Ẹ̀ẹ̀kọ́ family lórí ni. Wọ́n ní the entire state welcome him. Mr. Olajide Sami sọ pé, thanks my brother. I stop people greeting me good morning because it is a cost. It is a cost. How did we get to where we are? And how do we pull out? This is where we are saying there will be negotiation. There will be pressure. Look, I can say that, Kaja. To be honest with you, if Tinubu comes out and say, Koiki, all right, tomorrow, bam, declare Yoruba nation, mo fún yín go ahead. Kíá, mo gbọ́n gbogbo tó wà lákàntì ìyàwó mo ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì mi lọ́n létè mi nìyẹn. Adé máa bá mi nílé, máa lọ prepare ìjẹ́bóde fún wọn. If Tinubu gives that clear coast, that Yoruba nation, Biafra, Arewa, tó dẹ̀ dúró ti pa pé ìdẹ́bà fi ṣe ní kẹ́ṣe, we will defend it. That is the final straw. That is what we are saying to him. Is he going to do it? Does he have the balls to do it? Would he be able to do it? Abami Adewe Yemi sọ pé, Koiki, what you don't understand is that the greater percentage of who met today's struggle are betrayal. You know, when we started, many people have a different agenda. People like Taju Rahim. Níbo ló wà báyìí nísìn, engineer Taju Rahim. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ sign. Remember they were signing to endorse Tinubu. Columbandro, the brother me, Frank Bello, he never followed them. I haven't spoken to Frank Bello now, only God knows when. He might be watching me quietly, I don't know. But he láyé bó wọn lọ support Tinubu kàkà bẹ́ẹ̀ wọn dá dúró. There is still a lot of Yoruba diaspora that believe that Tinubu will do something. There's always betrayal in everything in life. Hello, movie tí Monica lọ wò yẹn. Ẹran ti movie yẹn kíní kan ó tẹ́ kí n tún wò lálẹ́ tí bá tètè ṣetán nísìn máa gbé sí the wages of fear. The wages of fear. And that is the only thing that kills human quicker. Ṣé àwọn pẹ̀lú mi wàhálà ò tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ gan Nàìjíríà gan. Koiki tẹ́ ń sọ yìí ogun lẹ wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ló kàn ń sọ lórí social media báyìí. Ogun la ti ń jà láti 3 years ago. The only difference is that we've been fighting it through the social media. Fighting gidi ni o. You can see people that says that we will stand with Igboho and we will not allow anybody to stain his name. Give kudos to them. Yoruba Wuyi, Arole 1010, Baba Ekiti, Miles B, Lady K, Yeye Dara, Iyalaje, Mike Ola, the Yoruba World Media and the home-based media, the independent media, the bloggers, the writers. Do you know how many journalists at home that are fully Yorubas? I cannot tell you which newspaper they work for because I will not compromise them. I chat with them. They send me message on a daily basis. Biafra Koiki, ṣùgbọ́n pé wọ abroad ló wà, má yẹ káwa pariwo bẹ́yẹn. But ìjọ tó bá ti délẹ̀, we're going together. Plenty Water sọ pé Plenty Water 77, only 24 years Tinubu did nothing in Lagos State. But àwọn èèyàn ló ṣiṣẹ́ ní Lagos State. Wọ́n ní Tinubu transform Lagos State. Jagaban. Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀ta wà lórí Twitter. I know you can't see my face, but I just want the map to be there. Wọ́n ní Tinubu ṣiṣẹ́ ní Lagos State. Kí ló dé ta tó wá ní kò ṣiṣẹ́? Mo kí ìyá mi Àbíbá ẹ bá wà lórí ètò. Ìjáyà mo kí ẹ brother mi. The voice ìyàwó mi like voice ìjáyà tí bá ti ń play báyìí ló máa ní ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn kọ́ nìyẹn mo ní òun náà ni. Bàbá mi olúwa tó sì ní mo ti mess yín o bàbá mi Koikimedia Olódùmarè ò ní jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́ fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ ṣé gan ni sà. Bàbá mi Moses ní prayers all the time is that may God allow Nigeria's government to misbehave unto the tribes that will not allow nonsense and war will break. Ọ̀rọ̀ ńlá lè máa sọ yìí pé kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ kí àwọn tribe kan àbí ethnic group kan nínú Nàìjíríà kí wọ́n misbehave. Ó lè jẹ́ àwọn Hausa yẹn why are the Hausas very Bishop Adesina ní pẹ́ parí ètò gbogbo yẹn ṣe sùúrù 15 minutes náà ló kù. We've done 2 hours 42 minutes. I won't take it more than 3 hours, and I will not be coming out till probably again another day. So let's enjoy the rest of the 15 minutes. Bishop Adesina, this is one of the reasons that fight for post to use the office to disintegrate the movement. Many people came into this movement and then derail it. But they didn't realize that our account, but we are not going anywhere. We stood our ground. Muki our Janet Fashakin. If you have that small piece of land, don't think about doing a big farm. Just do the one that can feed you and your neighbor. That's all. Mr. David Aroke said, what will be the take home from this tonight? The take home is we will not relent from the struggle of the Yoruba people. The Yoruba people remain the reasons why Nigeria is holding. And you also want to say, it is my first time on your program. My observation, your program tonight is not focused on any issue. You raise different issues without exhausting if you are more to another, because it is not a full broadcast and you join the program along the line. If you have listened to the program from the beginning, which I wanted to go back, I stated it that this program, you can see that it's not titled. Now I think you should apologize. This program was not titled. If you go and look at it, you will not see any title. You just see Koikimedia, that's all. And if you've listened from the beginning, I said it clearly that this program can dive into different angles. And we are always focused here. I know you said it's the first time, but we hope that you'll remain here and you can catch up and learn a lot. And just to tell you that I read your comment. And I've not cursed you yet. You're dealing with a very highly intelligent man. I've lived with the English people for 24 years. And at least I know what it takes when it comes to you want to get yourself out. Plus so many things that have come onto my desk. I can see Nigeria from where I'm sitting. And I'm not doing a movie that I'll be telling you everything. There's so many things that has to be classified. It has to be like that. So, as we are just 15 minutes to the end of the program, go back and watch the movie, The Wages of Fear. The moment we remove the fear from who we are, Nigeria will fall apart like that. But a lot of us are still very scared. Very, very scared. I knew that because when people phone and say, I don't want to mention my name, you know that they are scared. Because why don't you want to mention your name? Nobody's running after you because you haven't committed any crime. But I understand. Nigeria has come to an end. And there's nothing that you can do to do it. Plenty Water 77 said, and I quote, you can understand where Nigeria is by measuring the quality, the margin between public school and private school. Even private school is no longer up to date anymore in Nigeria, and I'm not joking. Thank you so much, Mr. Daniel Adeyemi. If you're watching me from the north, Nagode. I have a few of you that are watching me from the north. Until date, as I speak to you, every broadcast I come out, Sultan of Sokoto makes sure that it is recorded. I don't know why, but he knows I know. Anytime I go live, they have a studio that do my recording, the Sultan of Sokoto. Because they know that we are different breeds of Yoruba people that have stood out and say, we are going. And that is why Tinubu is a weak element. Mr. Moses says, yes, Olayomi, you're right. I have been living with the English people for 39 solid years. I sense too that they are very tactical in doing things I used to date too. I live with them. And not just live with them, I study the politics of this country. From day one, I did. From the Labour Party to the Conservative to the Lib Dem. Politicians around the world are the same. And the English are very, very cunning individuals. So Babaki Toye, in our just 13 minutes to go, remind me to say to Tinubu, you will be the last president that we would love to see. We don't want to see any more nasty president in Nigeria. But that is again entirely up to Yoruba people. Mukiawa Lisi, Betty. If Yoruba people say we still want to be, I am born in UK, I've also seen a lot of discrimination. I was not even born in UK. I've talked about Stephen Lawrence. Stephen Lawrence was killed by 3 white men. He died with a stab wound in 1993. TJ Majek said, Koiki, at this point, those who want to hear should already have. You have been consistently making your point about the Yoruba should be on the lookout for. Because we have 99 Yoruba people that will stab us and only one is ready to fight them. That is what we are dealing with. So we might have to neutralize those 99 so that that one will become the next generation to hold that baton. If not, 99 people are ready to pull us down. I am not doing a movie. I went back to Nigeria because I wanted to hear and listen. Because I was told when I started that, it was just not possible. But when I went back home, I knew now that it was very, very possible. But that is not for public consumption. And you can go and verify. At least I met with Ikuba Bayeye, the former Alaafin of Oyo, not once, not twice, not three, not four, not five, not six. And I know what Baba Debanjo said to me as well. So let's give Tinubu another message tonight. The man who bears the ultimate responsibility for the next steps for Nigeria beyond this point is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He can choose to go maneuvering, wheeling, and dealing on and on until Nigeria explodes in rivers of blood. And I'll take that again. The man who bears the ultimate responsibility for the next steps for Nigeria beyond this point is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is currently in Lagos to celebrate Eid. He can choose to go maneuvering, wheeling, and dealing on and on until Nigeria explodes in rivers of blood. Mokinya midada, Miss Betty, Timothy Teledu Marikin. Oloni jeke mi jora mi lójú because I sit here on the screen. Popular. I was popular before within the Nigerian community for 10 years. I never regret serving them. I paid my dues. I worked hard. And my wife never complained. I come back home late, moving from one point to the other, making sure that the community was showcased. So don't see me as somebody that never participated in the progress of Nigeria, both here and at least a little bit back home. I contribute my quota as a former student of Abeokuta Grammar School, 95 sets. I paid my dues, even if I have not in the last couple of years. I attended every meeting I was privileged while I went back home on holiday. I don't come back home and sit in Victoria Line. I won't tell you where I was staying when I was coming to Lagos. But, oh, wow, oh, Mokada told me as a diaspora. It was very risky. I took the risk because I just wanted to experience. I had privilege to cars. My uncle was cursing me. Bomake. Ofe pare. Mo fún kokoro mọ́tò. O abandon it. O ń gbọ́kadà kiri láàrin Èkó. Ṣó mọ̀ pé ọ̀kadà máa ń pààyàn. Mo ní àwọn tó ń gùn náà kò pa wọ́n. My mom never knew all these until she probably started hearing some of these during live show like this. I was taking Okada from Alimosho local government all the way down to Victoria Island, Ikoyi. So don't see me as somebody that is new when it comes to your suffering at home. I witnessed it, I saw it. Sometimes 11 o'clock, Mushiwa Nikeja along. The only difference is my Bokada because I have the money. Money was down for Terro to one way. Toshing being lost Songo long. To my Jila Ro, then Padaloseko. I visited Balogu Market. I went into Musholosha, Nibitot Tagbo. I have all these videos, even though my Facebook page, Timoshini 2007. I've been online since 2007. Yoruba Nation Lojako below. So don't think I'm sitting here because I hate Nigeria. It's just that we didn't know as much as what we know now. Adli Nimugboni by 1914 amalgamation. Now that we know about it, it's entirely up to Tinubu whether he wants to go through what the most powerful leaders have done before. Yugoslavia to start with. Slobodan Milosevic, Slobodan Milosevic. He was a former leader of Yugoslavia. What be, what raw, wọ́n sọ fún Yugoslavia ti tó láti pín. Ó náà wọ́n nígbà. Ó náà wọ́n nígbà. Yugoslavia padà pín. Ó pín lójú ayé ẹ̀. He eventually died during his trial for the death of innocent people in Yugoslavia. Gbogbo eléyìí is just under 1991. Kò ń ṣe tó pẹ́. Tinubu has the option to decide. You might say, but Koiki, kí ló dé tẹ́ ṣe lè nígbà tí Buhari wà níbẹ̀? It's because the 99 Yoruba people were stabbing us at the back. While we were moving, they were stabbing us. They knew that we, and when I say we, I calculated those that were the genuine 1% that wanted the true freedom to cross the borders. But and I can sit here and tell you that without going into all the details. They knew that. They infiltrated it. Itoku will be another way around. Or Tinubu can go through the other way around. A president of the Soviet Union between 1985 and 1991. Simon Ekpa was just born in 1985. Some of you say Simon Ekpa is causing problem. Like he said yesterday, when I was listening to him for 2 hours, I have all the time to listen to him. He said, and I asked, he said, and I quote, Mukiawa Sherifat Agbabiaka, was there a problem before he was born in 1985? In terms of what the Biafra wanted? The answer was yes. Problem Tim Be go to the be Simon Ekpa in 1985. I am older than him, but he's also a very strong individual in his own ways. You don't have to like them, but let us pray that God gives them the strength to push and live. Some of you don't even know him. Simon Ekpa was running for Nigeria. I don't know whether it's 400 by 400. I don't know. Some of the Biafrans are here that might be able to tell me. Unsari for Nigeria. Before he eventually left to live in Finland. Simon Ekpa was not born in Finland. And he said something yesterday that I will share with you. Simon Ekpa is a trained military personnel from Finland military. Hey, Timontombo. This generation is different from our Babadi Banjo. We love them, we appreciate them. I did ask them a question before I go tonight. Daddy, kilo de ten you kuku jade ton kajo se Yoruba nation. Ben se yen lo da. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá dúró lórí restructure. But ẹ̀yin ẹ má gbà fún wọn. Ẹ dúró lórí interfere yẹn náà làwa náà fẹ́. But they will not tell you this openly. I am not making this up. Kò ń ṣe márùn-ún, kò ń ṣe mẹ́wàá ni mo rí Baba Adébánjọ up to his residence in Ìjẹ̀bú-Igbó where there was no light, there was no road. Olówó kan láàrin olóṣì. And this is where we end the program. Don't think we are joking. You might say we are joking, and I'll leave it like that we are joking. When we go to Shokola and Salon, Moki will go and see Yoruba nation, Awase Mushe, Lagbara Jesu Christi. Jesu awak peluwa. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń condemn Jesu. Please leave that condemnation. Leave the condemnation of Islam. Let's focus on the real conversation. We will not fight because of religion. I was told now that Simon Ekpa competed for Nigeria in the sprint. Do you know what that means? Why has it changed? One day, Simon Ekpa was working for Tinubu. Tinubu has now given order for Simon Ekpa to be arrested. Simon Ekpa has also given order for Tinubu to be arrested. I pray Tinubu doesn't go to Finland so that he doesn't get arrested. Have a very good evening and enjoy the rest of the day. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI, Yoruba Nation, Olakunle. Thank you so much. We are in the maze. Okay, there's another movie called Maze. If I didn't mention your name, please don't take it personal. It's just that probably we didn't catch it along the line. I think we started early and we did very well. Odo agbewa kò ní gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọ̀dàlẹ̀ tẹ́ ń ṣe mọ́kàn. Ẹ wà láàrin wa. Ẹ ṣáà fi mọ̀ tó fẹ́ lọ. Bẹ́ bá tẹ̀ mọ́ gan, ẹ lè stop ẹ. Nobody can stop a movement. Yoruba Nation jù mí lọ. Ó jù Bàbá Akíntóyè lọ. Ó jù Ìgbòho lọ. Ó ti kọjá ntẹ́yàn ro. A máa délẹ̀ lérí. Jésù nìkan ló mọ̀. Ànábì ló mọ̀. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe ló mọ̀. Bọ̀ pé ànídélẹ̀ lérí yẹn kò sí bàbá ńlá ẹni tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo máa ń sọ sẹ́ Amẹ́ríkà ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o. Ṣé kàkà ń tẹ̀mí àṣé mo lè mọ lórí báyìí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí? Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ ibi wa, kàgbéga fàlérí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹ́jẹ́ ká máa lépa. Tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. At some point, I know the Nigerian anthem, but it's fading away slowly and slowly. Ẹ ṣé gan, ìyá mi this Betty. Ó dàárọ̀, ó ràn yín lá máa sùn. Good night. Bye for now. Mo kí àtó bí mi lọ́mọ. I love you so much. Bye for now. Koikimedia backup team. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Good night.